Welcome to What the Drift Podcast with your hosts, Formula Drift drivers Andy Haitley and Jeff Jones.
Welcome to What the Drift, episode 11.
Episode 11!
Mr. Jones missed out on episode 10 because he was busy at Long Beach kicking ass.
Slightly busy.
Car looked a lot better than it did last year.
Yeah.
I love the new red. I love the way you're driving it.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
Yeah. Unfortunate top 32. I felt like you won, obviously, because I'm a huge Jeff Jones fan. But
I didn't know you're a fan. That's good to know.
we'll go in and I'm your number one fan, dude.
Sweet. Oh, my mom's going to fight you.
Yeah. Oh, he's probably no. Actually, number two fan. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You're
no,
right.
Christina's going to
I
fight you.
remember in Atlanta when I was spotting for you in 2016, Jared on the mic, he's like, "Where are my Jeff Jones fans at?" I was like, "Ah!" I was yelling, but I I was right next to him, so you heard it through his mic, like
Nice.
really loud. And he's like, "I think we got one right here." Yeah, hilarious.
That's cool.
Yeah, good times. Long Beach was awesome. Good event. Not stressful for me because I wasn't driving. How was it for you?
It wasn't that stressful compared to last year where like I legit almost gave myself a heart attack probably.
Yeah.
Last year was insane.
Yeah, you're lucky you had my help. You're lucky I'm such a good friend.
I had a lot of
that I
good
came
people
by.
come over and help
You
me.
had a lot. Chris
Yeah.
Jackson
We
was there
were-
super late.
We rebuilt the motor a couple of times because it dropped sleeves. Luckily, I'm actually wearing the hat CPR.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pretty much shut down their shop to tear apart the motor,
Yeah.
deck it, because the sleeves dropped. And like when you talk about dropping sleeves, I never knew what that actually meant before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they drop all the way down with the crank? No, they're drop like a hair.
Yep.
And then
Yep,
you got to
yep,
take the whole motor apart,
Yep.
redeck it,
Yep.
reassemble it,
Yep.
re-put it together. It's insane. how that
Yeah,
stuff
and some
happens.
of them don't. They come like not perfectly flat too. The guy Jeff Ginter, he was telling me like the sleeve stuff. They take like a big, giant plate and they put it on the block and they literally smash it with a sledgehammer basically to try and get the sleeves to seat in like
They've all got their
perfectly.
little techniques, but yeah, something like that, and then put it in an oven, and then
Yeah, the oven
Cook
and
it
then
overnight.
the smashing. Yeah,
Yeah.
or the oven probably afterwards. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Podcast today. We can go through your runs first. You want to get Cash up here?
We can. I'd say let's just get Cash in on it because
Yeah.
he can go over everything else as well.
Yep.
But just a quick little review of last year again.
Mhm.
Like it was insane. I bought a new trailer,
Mm-hmm.
sight unseen. That worked out kind of good and bad.
Mhm.
Kind of bad for a lot of ways, but I don't want to go into that dirty
Yeah.
laundry.
Size-wise, it's great.
Yeah, size wise, it's
Yeah.
a great trailer. I got it from Iowa. Paid like $20,000 for that thing, and it's probably a trailer that's easily worth like $40,000 or more.
Mm-hmm.
You buy out of California,
Yeah.
things are cheap.
Yeah.
But in
Exactly.
California, woo,
Yeah.
expensive. So yeah, I did way too much last year, and we literally built the car up until, honestly, we were building the car during Atlanta, or during Long Beach, and we had to.
We got to start over.
Oh my god!
I forgot to do a pod track. I did that last time too with the trailer once. Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome to What the Drift. What?
Hold on.
Reset. Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Cheers.
Yeah. Well, we have audio from the cameras. We could make that work.
Up to you, man. Does this record? What's this record?
No, that's only going to the Discord people.
Okay.
Um,
Whatever.
I think we'll keep going with that.
Give it a full send.
Yeah, we'll just keep going with that. That's fine. The audio's not too bad off of the other cameras and shit. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not terrible. I mean, that's what we did for the first podcast, and it's only the first 5 minutes of it or whatever. So
Sweet. All right,
Yeah,
guys, we had
yeah.
technical difficulty there.
yeah,
Andy's
whatever.
good with it. We're fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Moving
good.
on,
We're good.
moving on.
The audio just sucked for the first 5 minutes there. But
Yeah. Well,
we got-
regardless, we were talking about how last year almost gave myself a heart attack trying to
Mm-hmm.
get ready for Long Beach. Man, how quick does the Formula D season come back up on you? And then it's just a crazy week-long experience that comes and goes like a freaking tornado.
Mm-hmm.
And FD killed it. They did such a great job this week. And the amount of people that were there was insane. They sold out before the event opened.
Friday was nuts.
Friday looked like a Saturday.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the numbers on what it looked like and how many people actually showed up because, man, it was insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of grandstand space there. Like we don't.
Yeah, they even
realize
made it bigger.
Yeah, they added another one over by the finish. Or
I think they made the infield one the one that's in the car show area. I think they made that bigger. I think they were saying.
Okay.
And that was freaking rad.
Yeah,
Man.
insanity.
I'm like literally still processing what happened over the weekend. We're still like going over logs. We're still looking at our GoPro footage. I got to do my wrap up report for D&A motoring.
I didn't know you were a lumberjack.
Lumberjacking, bro. Yeah,
lumberjacking with them logs.
Put some logs down.
Cutting up them data logs, throwing them on the fire.
And there's a bunch of things to talk about from the weekend. Going into it compared to last year. But yeah, let's get our guest on here so he can chime in on all of it if he's available.
Find Mr. Cashy.
Let's see if he's up and awake over there in good old Kentucky.
Don't switch.
Kentucky.
And let's see if everything's gravy here. Mr. Cash, he did excellent this weekend.
Yeah.
When I sent him the message to come on, I was like, "Hey, do you want to come on and talk about how you're going to stay in the E46 and not switch to a Cadillac?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I won't talk about that now."
Look at him. He's not ready. We're calling him. We're calling him a minute early. He was going to be prepared on the dot at 6:30.
Yeah. I mean, we are actually on the dot at 6:29.
Yeah. How'd you pull that off?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I was jamming around in
I
traffic
was setting
trying
all
to get
this
here.
stuff up for like an hour because it was all in the bag from the.
I almost shut up
there.
without my camera. I almost forgot it.
You don't have his phone number, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to call him real
What
quick?
a punk.
Call him, tell him to pick up his Discord
God
call.
dang it, Cash.
He's being a punk.
Let's see what's he got going on here.
So, in the meantime, I can do the Drift Wizard voice for a little while.
So why doesn't the Drift Wizard have a voice? You were telling me the
I
Drift
was
Wizard
telling
does not
you
have
that
a voice yet.
Well, he doesn't. It's the narrator that's talking.
That's the narrator.
It's the
I
Drift
thought
Wizard.
that was the wizard narrating for
It's
himself.
the Drift Wizard's narrator that's talking, Mr. Jeff. It's not the Drift Wizard himself.
I thought that was the Drift Wizard.
Hey, give me like 5 minutes.
All right, cool.
All right.
Cool.
I messaged Andy, but he didn't see it.
Oh, just call me on Discord when you're ready. We'll be ready.
All right, sorry.
All right,
All
all
right.
good, dude. All good. We got stuff to talk about.
Bye.
You want to go over one of your runs real quick?
Sure.
Let's go over qualifying from last year, I guess.
Let's go. Let's see what I did to
2023.
myself last year.
That's top 32.
Yep. So last year I did not sleep. I got into the car. I drove it a little bit. I think we did 6 laps up at Willow Springs before taking it to Long Beach, and we took it to the oval.
2022 lap.
You lost it, bro.
I think I did. Son of a bitch.
And here's why I think if you guys are taking your cars out testing up at Willow Springs, I really like balcony. You can toss it in. You can put yourself into some unique little tight course situations. When you go testing at the oval, that's just a big old sweeper. You're just burning tires. Like, you can make any car drift a big-ass sweeper. Now, you could utilize the infill a little bit, like that little T section through there.
I like that. That track is good for testing for OSW, and that's kind of it.
Yeah? Well, I'm talking about the one with the dirt. Where it only has that-
exactly. Yeah. That's where I went.
Well, we
testing
went
for
there, and
OSW.
our plan was, let's just make sure the car doesn't break so we don't have to work on it too much. I wish we'd have gone to balcony and done a couple laps so I could see how twitchy the car was, because that's the thing. I didn't feel how twitchy the car was until we took it to Long Beach.
This is last year, right?
Last year, on the new car.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you find it? You lost it.
You don't. I lost it. But
That's the guy right there, isn't it?
No, this is this year. We can look for it. I'm gonna look for it.
Sure. Go ahead. Find it.
I'll find it
Dumb
again.
things happen.
It wasn't that hard.
Wasn't that hard?
Nah, I don't think so.
He lost it, guys.
Go to this one.
See, I was telling Andy on the phone about how last year felt to me, and just like I said, practicing up at Willow Springs on the oval didn't give me the input that I really
always
needed.
say, you boo because you care. Look at this barn burner. Holy cow.
It was, it's a different car, but it's the same car. It's a 370Z, but I like 300 pounds less, 200 more horsepower, different foot pedal. Oh, I didn't have brakes last year.
You didn't have any brakes?
No, I had if I pumped it, I would have a little bit of a brake on the hit, and then it would go away. And that was my dumb ass because I switched to a Willwood pedal assembly.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do the separate pedal things, not the pedal box. And so the leverage, what would you call it? The leverage ratio between the pedal and the pivot point?
Pedal ratio.
Pedal ratio was wrong?
That is the total length of your pedal divided by, I believe, the distance from the fulcrum to the
master cylinder where it pushes it in?
To the actual pickup where the master cylinder picks up the pedal,
So either way, the pedal links were both the same for my clutch and my brake. They were both I don't know, let's just call it 10 inches, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Now, the pickup point from the fulcrum to where it pushed the master cylinder in was really short. And so, therefore, I wasn't getting a full swing. And I had the same size bore of Brake Master, but I wasn't getting that full swing. So we had tried a few different master cylinders, and I was using something off of an old Bug or something. I was doing something unique and dumb, right? It's like, I know what I'm doing, but I was like, all right, this one's the right bolt pattern, it's the right bore size, let's use it. And turns out that I wasn't getting enough pedal throw. So rather than change out the pedal for the one that had a longer throw.
So it wasn't the ratio, or was it the throw?
Same? No?
No, ratio is more like a leverage thing. So, like, just like imagine your brakes pedal's really stiff, and then imagine your pedal being 6 feet fucking long. It's not going to be stiff anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, it both felt the same. But what I did is I got the same exact master cylinder in a different bore size. I found it in a bigger bore.
Okay.
So, therefore, I was pushing more volume with the little amount of throw that I had.
Yep.
And
Less
it was
throw,
able to
more
compensate.
fluid. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I think instead of having a, what do they normally have? Like a 3/4? I don't know. Bigger bore, more volume of fluid. Fixed the problem that I had with not having enough throw on the pedal.
Yeah.
And so, it didn't have brakes. Is this it? Did you find
this
it?
is it.
All
I found
right.
it. I found
Let's
it.
watch this.
Yay. Let's watch Jeff fail.
Yeah. And so I had just wrecked before this. And so they just got it fixed. Jackson and the boys put it together. And so I get out there and I'm like, all right, let's send it. And this goes terrible. Oh, I initiated way too early. Right into the wall. Oh my God!
So snappy, dude. The thing just hits.
Right? Look at this. Bam! Look at that. Very snappy.
Your suspension looks overly loose. Like, look how like.
So this year we switched to field suspension in 2022, but they didn't come in time, so we were on the Megan suspension here from the years prior. And those were great for that car. They were revalved. Emerson did a great job of making that work. But this was oversprung. I had I think 24K springs up front and 7 in the rear.
I'm just going to keep replaying this until
buddy.
you get mad at me.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. And so we didn't change ride height. We didn't change anything, right? Just sent it. And so I had wrecked before this and hopped in the car, went for it, probably reverted back to the old car, initiated way too freaking early, right? Car slows down super early. This car slows down so fast compared to the old car.
Your muscle memory wasn't there yet.
No, nothing was there. My mental memory wasn't there yet. My nothing was there.
Yeah. Well, you said it was like
terrible.
hopping into like a VDC car after like some gravy garage stuff.
Yeah,
It was just that much more intense and hard to drive.
Yep, and I just wrecked and broke that front left wheel.
I mean,
all
hey,
that.
man.
Had to change it again.
Shit worked. First fucking podium, right?
Yeah.
In that car.
Took the whole year to get there, but right after this, we went to Atlanta and I got top 8. So,
I do remember that. Yeah.
it was a sketchy car.
Yeah, man.
And then
But I mean, it works. You got a hold of it. It took one event, and then all of a sudden you're kicking ass in it. What changes did you make in between Long Beach and
Atlanta.
Yeah.
So Odie sent over the field suspension coilovers, which were the right spring rate, and I think we went up to Willow Springs again and played around with a little bit of toe settings. I think we lowered the car a little bit. I think I changed the seat. I fixed the brakes.
Did you take toe in, or was it aggressively towed in, and that's why it was twitchy? Or
you know what? That car probably wasn't even aligned very good.
Okay, yeah.
I do know that we had someone
you
come
also
over
crashed it
and
twice that day,
yeah.
so,
So
like,
exactly.
Yeah, this was.
I think
already-
I had the caster pulled like super far forward, and we were like, oh, I got to bring that back. So I think it's like sitting at like 6.5 degrees now of caster instead of I think we had it pulled forward to like 8, which in this car was just too much.
Yeah.
So what is this one? This is this year's run.
This is this year?
Yep.
Wanna watch it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jones
So
here,
here's
Evo
what a
Auto
year
Works,
of
Nissan
driving
370.
can do for you and appropriate suspension settings.
Yep. Here comes Joe.
Definitely transitions a lot slower, right?
Yeah, it looks so much better. Boom, wall.
Missed this one.
So I watch that happen a lot, and I feel like a lot of people are so focused on that first outside zone that they miss the second one. They bring too much angle, they scrub too much speed, and then they can't just rocket the car. Is it that, or like? Because I've only driven the course once in the E30.
So
Wasn't exactly comfortable with it.
all right, so outer zone 1,
Yeah.
getting into it is sketchy on its own for 2 reasons. A, you're running up and there's just this wall, so you're pretty scared of it. And B, what's happened over the years is that section where you put your tires has turned into just ice.
Oh yeah.
You put your tire in there, and all of a sudden you lose at least 20% grip. And you can see like what happened to Literal last year with Cash, what happened to Osbo this year. Anyone that gets, especially in a low overhang car like mine versus like the Mustangs, you're putting your tire in the worst spot of the track. And so you're going into it knowing that you're going to lose grip in that section. So it's timid going in.
Yeah.
And then once you're in it, you've lost a bunch of momentum. So you can angle up pretty crazy. So if you leave your car at like a low angle, you can kind of get through there fast. Maybe your right rear tire is still in a good spot where it's got grip. And so that loses a lot of momentum going into the second zone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, going into that second zone. So if you hit the first zone, you can probably save the car. If you hit the second zone hard, you're probably plowing into the wall, and it's going to suck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's like no saving
it.
it.
A little sketchier on that section.
Yeah, the zone 2, and it's not a straight line. It's like a funnel.
Yeah.
The way that it's actually laid out.
Yeah, the track right there.
The track like funnels.
It funnels down.
Yeah, really funnels in.
So like right about here, it's pretty wide, and then you get it sort of funnels down right there, and the walls are a lot closer.
And you can see how it's coming in at us, so it's not straight, so it's a little off there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It's kind of angled towards the other side.
It's totally set up wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter for anyone else.
Killed this outside zone.
Yeah. That's the same thing. It's very loose right there.
Bam, and that wide line, big angle, switchback, big angle.
Slow rotation there.
Yeah.
So I do want to get the car back to where it was a little bit snappier before. So this year, notable change is we switched to the Part Shop Max coilovers, which I feel like they're just set up different from the way that the field suspension was. Not necessarily bad or good. I just got to learn them. They don't do any compression in the valve.
Yeah, that part I had never heard of before.
Yeah,
but I guess a lot of shocks are like that.
Yeah, I know like Coney is like that. So it's all rebound. So you're just playing with rebound. And so I just need to get used to how these are set up and what I want to do with them. And maybe I need to change spring rates on them, play with it a little bit more. I do think we had our stock rear bar on for this run. And I don't remember what bars I had in the car last year. I think last year I may have gone in with the big bar in the back. I'm not sure. But I felt mostly good. Had I was able to redo this again, I would probably go. I was fine with the air pressure. Maybe you might want to play with the bar in the back, make the car a little bit snappier. So maybe pull some caster up front. And ideally, I would have just attacked zone 2 a little bit harder. Right here, going to zone 2, right there.
Yeah.
And my spotter, Matt Perkins, kept telling me, he's like, you're missing zone 2 by like 3 feet. Missing zone 2. I had it once good in practice. But, coming off the year I had last year and just knowing how busy things are, I was not trying to smash ass into the freaking wall in this run.
Yeah, man. You already did enough work putting that thing together.
Yep. So there's a little bit of timidness going into it.
Cool.
Yeah, but also, how do you feel about the score? The new judging score, the way that it's different, it's no longer.
Yeah, I felt like they were using
style.
the data early on in the judging, and then they kind of stopped displaying it. And I'm not sure if they were using it in the beginning of like the first cars that came out. I'm not sure if they were using.
I think
the data.
It just depended on whose car it worked in, because like my car literally didn't even have the box in it, just because it didn't work. There was a wiring malfunction.
Yeah, I know Dean's run was looking a little. The speeds were off and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if like they changed like their style halfway through to kind of get the data out of there or not.
I don't think the judges were using the data for judging at all.
No,
I think they were just
a reference.
Yeah, a reference for the audience.
Okay.
I mean, ideally that's what it's really for.
Okay.
And to pull themselves out of a situation like Osbo and Field.
Yeah.
But the way that they're judging now, it seems like they went back 8 years, 5 years. I don't even know how long we've been doing line angle style, but now it's just. You see it and you just kind of blurt out a number.
Yeah.
So you see my run and you're like, I think that's like 85.
Yeah.
But it's even a little bit more complex than that. They only give you a score of 0 to 90, and then they give you 10 points of X factor, which is a little odd.
Yeah.
So that means if you scored it 0 out of 90, you're like, all right, that's 75, and I give you 5 points of X factor, which makes it an 80. Seems like you'd have to withhold 10 points because you know that you're going to do your X factor points.
Yeah.
So what would you say? Oh, like that's an 80, but I know that I have to make it a 70 so that I can give X factor points. It just seems confusing.
Yeah,
I like the old style.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Like, I was always a fan of like the original D1 style where it was like 7-4, like 5-5.
Oh no, but that's tandem battles.
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
qualifying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So in tandem, if you watch old D1 videos,
Yeah.
those dudes were all like 99 and 100s, and somehow that dude would get 101. Are you playing with yourself? What are you doing over here, bro?
My belt was too
Put that
tight.
thing away.
My belt was too tight.
Damn.
It's pushing on my
So yeah,
tummy.
old D1. Like, how was it that the top 16 drivers were all 99 and above?
Yeah, it was like 99.
Like, we got to go back and watch those runs and see
Yeah.
if those dudes are really pulling off 99-point runs.
Well, it's hard to tell. Now we look at them and they're like 60-point runs.
Yeah, probably. I feel like I went back a few years ago and tried to look at some. And I was like, damn, these guys were killing it. But the thing is, D1, some of the tracks are really small, but some of them are really huge too, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it depends on the track.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do we have Cash yet?
Where's this Cash money at?
I missed a call.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. Let me...
Cash called us, and we missed it.
Oh, wait. I started voice call. Hold on. Start video call.
Video call.
Go.
Let's get Cash money in here.
See if this works. Is he there?
What's up?
Hey!
Hey, buddy.
We got him.
What's
How's
up?
it going?
He's alive.
Oh, he can't see us
Unfortunately.
again, huh? Last
What?
time I brought my laptop so everyone could see us.
Yep.
Every time we do this, he can't see us.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, why?
Andy doesn't like you that much.
It's because we do the podcast
I don't
naked.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're naked.
Yeah.
Now I'm just doing this by myself, you know?
Pretty much, right? Let's see. Oh, see, I would use my phone, but the last time I couldn't turn it down, and then everyone heard the reverb or
The echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you doing, man? You back home? It looks
Wait, is
like.
he gonna turn his phone? Is that the plan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you turn your phone
What?
sideways for the YouTubes?
Yeah.
It's a requirement, man.
All right.
You can see how much prep we put into this.
You should know this already, bro. You've been on before.
Shazam.
Yeah, but I don't think I turned it sideways, though.
Yeah, you probably didn't. I probably messed
Yeah, I
that
did
part up.
all this prep work to make sure it was good.
Yep.
Well, thank you, sir.
So how long have you been home?
We drove straight from Sunday morning, so we got back Monday afternoon, like 6 o'clock. So
That's
a couple of
pretty
days
quick.
now.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Wait, Sunday
No, no,
afternoon?
No, left Sunday morning, got
Sunday-
back Monday afternoon.
That's quick.
That is quick.
All the way to Kentucky.
Yeah. You driving
Yeah,
by
it was about
yourself? Or?
30. No, we had another guy. We just switched.
Okay.
We just drive it straight. So
Nice. Yeah, I wish I had that luxury. I'm always pulling over and wasting time. Yeah. Yeah.
for sure.
Yep. So, dude, Long Beach, you kicked ass, man.
Yeah, not bad.
And I just want to highlight that was in an E46, by the way, not a Cadillac XLR.
Whoa.
I just want to highlight that he was
Yeah.
driving Christoph Blues's car.
Yeah, it did. It
Get
looked like
out of here.
Mr. Budget over here with all the
Right?
HGK
Mr.
body.
Budget. Like,
Hey,
I
there's a
heard
long
Christoph was
story
coming
behind
back.
that body
What's the story? Come on, let's hear it.
kit.
Is it too long?
Just no, just like basically, I don't even really own the kit yet. It's just like a dude helped me out, and his name's Peter, and he was just like, "You gotta replace the kit by September." And so I was like, "Do you realize, who you're handing this body kit to, though?"
Wait, you're
And
telling
I
me
was
you
like,
don't
"This
own
is
the
like
kit?
brokest dude. Not yet.
This is gonna make such a good reel.
Oh my God! You borrowed
I
the
just
body
gotta,
kit
all I
for
gotta
Long
do
Beach?
is cut you smashing the rear end into it. Yeah.
So
No. I mean,
you have to
we'll
give
see,
this kit back? Has he seen what you did to it?
No, it's not going back. He just said I had to replace it, which means purchase the same kit.
Oh, you're gonna give him
honestly,
a fiberglass one back, though, right?
No, he already has.
He just said the same kit, right? Same looking kit.
Some knockoff, like,
Yeah.
fiberglass from.
Well, I
who
was
knows
just
where.
like, when he was dropping it off, I was like, you realize you just like handed this to the brokest dude in FD, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
he like didn't feel too good about it after that. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
But honestly, it was the original body kit I was going to run. The guy backed out like last minute, even though I'd been trying to purchase it for like 3 months. And then, of course, from last year, all my body panels were messed up. So it was like I didn't want to show up to Long Beach with a busted up body kit.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I was getting these new wheels. And so I was like, it'd be sick if we just came out with a full carbon kit. It would be unexpected. And honestly, I kind of think it's worth it. It's kind of helped our program, even though it's not the smartest decision. But I think in the long run, it might work out.
Cool, man.
Yep.
I
And
mean, the car's kicking ass.
those freaking wheels,
I like them.
like that must cost more than his program.
Yeah, how do they?
100%.
Really? Those wheels are not cheap?
They're not cheap. We don't know exactly what they're gonna come out per wheel. But Patrick at Lightspeed Racing, he hit me up at the end of last year after Irwindale was like, "Hey, we'd like to sponsor you if you don't have a wheel company." And I was like, "Yeah, cool." So we kind of talked back and forth. He's like, "Well, if you want to, you could help design your own, wheel, so we could kind of have our first like drift line wheel come out." And obviously, like they do a bunch of 2-piece, 3-piece, and like carbon fiber wheels, and so those are like extremely expensive. And obviously, drifters aren't going to want to spend that much money. So we designed a 1-piece wheel and to try to cut the cost down, but we're not positive exactly what that's going to be yet.
And are all those little kind of grooves in there? Are those all machined?
Yeah,
wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I have 16 of them right now. So
Okay, I thought you just had the
boy.
4 and you were like rushing the
no.
wheel changes.
Dude,
I
got an idea. I got an idea.
Over.
You just sell all those wheels off at the end of the year, and you can pay for that body kit.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if he even owns the
Yeah.
wheels yet. It sounds like
do you own the wheels?
this dude doesn't own anything. He
Yeah,
just
they're my
he borrowed
wheels.
everything.
Hey, they're his wheels. He says they're his.
Living on a prayer.
They're
Yeah.
my wheel.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
like
can I
that.
borrow that engine?
I like that.
I'm gonna borrow that
living on a-
transmission from this guy.
Living on a prayer. That might be the title of this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, it
we're all
wasn't
living on
my
a prayer.
idea to be like, "Hey, can I borrow a kit or nothing?" Like,
Mhm.
I've tried to buy the kit right off the bat from the dude, but he doesn't want. Like, those kits are hard to get, so he just wants it replaced. So if that makes sense, like
Yep.
he doesn't want to have to go through the process to try to get another one shipped over here and everything. So
Yep.
like
Yep.
he just was like, "Hey, let's as long as you make sure you can get the kit to me." And before I even made the decision, I called my marketing guy. I was like, "Hey, like, is this even feasible? Is this possible? How are we going to do it?" Because like obviously, he said if I didn't mess the kit up, I could just give it back. But we already knew that how I drive, like it wasn't going to make it past round one, and clearly it
I
didn't.
don't think any car doesn't hit something in round 1.
No, nothing's gonna come out unscathed.
Yeah,
at
that's
the end
Yeah,
of a
for
whole
sure.
season. Are you
to
kidding
not
me?
tap at Long Beach.
Yeah.
You're hitting something.
You should probably order that
No,
HDK
absolutely.
kit now so that you have some spares, possibly.
Yeah, we'll see. The thing is, dude, that Kevlar is actually really good. Like my trunk is barely even hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, and it flew off.
Yeah, the
Now
durability
my
is
rear
insane.
the rear bumper is messed up, kind of pretty good, but it's nothing that we can't patch up to like keep using for the season.
So we're
The
jumping
quarter
ahead a
panels are
bit.
still perfectly fine. So
I want to hear about what have you been up to since we talked to you last? How was the off season preparing for this, endeavor that we put ourselves into?
Well, to be honest with you, about 3 weeks before Long Beach, I called my marketing guy and told him that I wasn't running. And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, unfortunately, like we had a couple companies that were giving me money that decided last minute that they weren't going to give me no money because they're all thinking the economy is going to go bad this year, So they're getting scared. So they pulled some money out of their marketing budget, and obviously, I was going to be I'm one that's cut. So, and last year, I spent I know it seems like a crazy number, but I only spent around 50 grand, 49,000 or so. Not including the car and stuff like that, but just to run the season, buying tires and stuff like that. And last minute though, after I lost half that budget, I lost about 20 grand, and it was 20,000 that I thought I was going to have. So when I lost that 20,000, I called him, was like, "Hey man, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's not that I don't want to go through the struggle to do it. It's just that there's no physical way we're actually going to make it there and back."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if I lose half of a budget, that's already half of a budget. It really takes probably 100 grand to run to do it properly. And we're already doing it halfway. You can't do it a quarter of the way. So, but luckily, right at the end, and also I kind of had a tire deal, and then that tire deal fell through last minute, and so then 2 days after I called them and told them that we weren't running this year, I got a phone call one night with the guy, by the tour, and they were interested in having me on board. So as soon as that kind of got back in, I got extremely motivated and was like, all right, we just got to figure out a way to gain at least 10,000 to get into to make at least the half the season, and then we'll figure out the other half, And my buddy Jacob at ZZX Digital pulled through. We got some money last minute, and then we made round one.
Sick, man.
See, that is living on a prayer.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Yeah.
I mean, that is all of us, like.
Yeah. Well.
I was lucky enough to have a pretty good of like a repeat of sponsors, but you never know.
Yep.
We're all hearing the same thing, like economies.
Well, it
not
sucks
looking
because
good.
then I'm talking to Dan Burkett, like he's like kind of hoping, I don't run so I could go run some stuff with him because unfortunately he wasn't able to run and stuff. And then at like last minute, I'm like calling him and I'm like, dude, just pull it together and like, make it happen somehow. And, I was trying to motivate him at the same time. And, but it is what it is. It's hard. I mean, it's tough. And the thing is, I just didn't want to give up just yet, but I kind of thought I was going to be forced to. And then luckily we were able to make some stuff work and it's paying off so far.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can keep this,
I think
keep
you
this
are
going.
Similar to me in a way to where you're okay to sacrifice and try to see what you can basically pull out of your ass to make something badass happen. Whereas there's a few guys, I think like Rad Dan Burkett is one of those dudes who wants to have everything in order if he's going to show up, right? It's like,
Exactly. 100%.
I know that Dan could have showed up to Long Beach, kicked some ass, looked really good. But just not being comfortable with not having the whole budget for the year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who are like that, right? You always talk to your friends when you get into
100%.
drifting, like, hey, let's go out to the track this weekend. And a lot of the dudes are like, no, I don't have my coilovers yet. I don't have something in their car yet. And I've always been the guy. It's like, screw that. I'd rather just go get the track time. Mm-hmm. I'd rather just go and do it.
That's exactly how I am.
Yeah. It's like we always preach track time is better, right? Just seat time is better than no seat time. Like, I still know
100%.
dudes from when we first got into drifting who were like, oh, no, I'm waiting to have all these parts and have, like, basically a pro car before they even want to go out and try it. And it's like, well, not to BS, or talk shit, but I don't think they ever built their cars.
Well, there's a lot of them that are like still building their cars.
Right?
Too.
There's like, this is
They're
like 15 plus, 20 years later.
Storage, like I just need this and that, and it's like, bro, you've been doing that.
You
for
never even went to the
10
track,
years,
dude.
Yeah, and like you could have spent that on a cheap car and gone and have some fun. Like if the money went away, I'd be buying $500 cars and going out to the desert and camping and sliding around the dirt all day long.
It's definitely a difference in mindset in certain people, and there are the dudes who pull it off and they show up and their cars look flawless, badass. Dan's definitely one of those guys that has like a freaking badass car. Forrest Wing,
100%.
His car is always looking badass. Like every single nut and bolt looks like it's
Yeah,
brand new.
and like who knows what he has in store for 2024 as well. There could have been companies that said like, hey, maybe not this year, but next year we can do a lot for you. So maybe it was just his best decision just to take the time off.
Absolutely.
And work a deal for next year, and that gives you a lot of time to work a deal. That gives you the whole year to literally just work on the business side of this, which is a whole nother hat that all of us wear, and I'm surprised you have
Dan and Renee.
This guy is a marketing guy.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
What's the marketing guy all about, bro?
Who is your marketing
Yeah, but
guy?
he reached out to me.
Oh,
It's
really?
Jacob at ZZX Digital, the guy that runs the FD podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, he hit me up the beginning of last year, and
Oh, you mean our nemesis?
yeah.
Is he a nemesis?
I don't know. We gotta have him on though. Yeah, he's a good dude. I met him a couple times.
Yeah, I did the trackside podcast.
I just don't want to make it like
He
a
was
conflict of interest thing where FD's upset that we're I guess cross
No,
promoting.
I don't think it would be that.
Cool. I don't know. I thought it's been a great show so far.
Yeah.
I've actually listened to all of them.
Yep.
It's a pretty good job.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, I think he does
he's
like
asking the right
homework,
questions.
insights.
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah. I didn't know much about him, but hearing him talk, it definitely sounds like he's been in the scene for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
He did
Canadian.
work for Riley Sexsmith way back in the day.
For who?
Riley Sexsmith?
Oh, awesome! Yeah, we used to drive against him in our Pro 2 days. Cash, you remember those?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I kind of met him back then.
Yeah.
And then he reached out in the beginning of the year last year.
Back when I sucked and I just watched this guy win all day long.
Yeah.
Oh,
man. E30 days.
Yep. So you got any comments about Long Beach before we dive into some footage, or you want to talk about anything else, or you just want to watch yourself?
I don't know. I just think it's kind of Long Beach was kind of like one of those moments that you're like, is it possible to do this with a really low budget and basically no team? And I feel like maybe I kind of somewhat proved that. Obviously, we wanted to get a podium, and that's the goal. But after this weekend, it was kind of it was just a really good feeling to know that it is possible to do this without like all this big money. And like I had one guy in hot pit, and then I had a spotter. Like we had two guys at the track. That's pretty crazy to do it. Luckily the car worked and stuff, but I don't know. I just think it just shows to you that drifting like it is, it matters a lot about the driver, and it matters about how the car's put together.
Yeah, you got to thank that guy in the hot pit, man. He did a lot of work there,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You had him working until top 4. I bet he didn't expect that.
No, not at all.
That's funny. All right, battles.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
check it out.
Let me share my screen here real quick.
We'll look at qualifying. Talk about the judging again, because judging is so different this year.
Yeah, it is very different.
Did you watch the video that they had sent us prior to going into Long Beach? Where the
I
judges,
actually didn't.
And you didn't raise your hand when Sage asked us all if we watched
You're
it. Huh?
you're dang right I didn't. But I know there's a lot of guys that didn't raise their hand either.
I know. He asked like 40 of us. Did you guys watch the video I sent you? Nobody raised their hand to say no. I tried to, but I had already I at least watched the one he put on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to watch the one with the actual judges doing their thing until like after. But I'm like, they'll explain all this.
Can you see our screen right now?
Yeah.
All right.
So wait, so you're telling me that you guys got me on this without telling me what we're gonna do, and you're trying to get me to talk bad about the judges again?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
That's
dude.
what we do.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You guys are
Jeez.
killing me.
Wait, where's his qualifying at?
His you want to watch your qualifying, or you want to go to
watch
battles?
qualifying. We got to start from the beginning.
Hey, this is y'all show, not mine.
Go to qualifying.
Where did there we go.
Tell you what, let's let him. I don't know if you saw my score. Let's watch my qualifying run. Let's watch his qualifying run, and let's see what we score them as, and then see what the judges scored. Because I don't know what you got. I haven't seen your qualifying.
Gotcha.
I do know that you broke an axle in your first run. You told me that.
Correct.
Yeah. Dan, that sucks. What axles are you running?
Y7 axles.
Oh yeah. And so I mean,
what broke on the axle?
That's pretty rare for those to be breaking.
It's the the outer joint.
The cage?
The CV joint. Yeah, the cage broke. It's the second one I broke, so it's probably just from me switching from Wisefab to FTF. That's probably why it happened.
Is it like ride height issue? You were too low or too high?
No, it's just that was a full season on that axle, and then I've heard several other people saying like if you use a full season on them, that they're pretty prone to breaking.
All right, so here let's watch Jeff's run real quick. You can tell him how much he sucks.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You hit a cone, bro. Do you see that?
Everyone hit a cone, bro.
You hit a cone.
Dude,
it's funny.
Yeah, everybody.
In the drivers' meeting, we told them, hey, this feels tight. And they're like, it's the same. It's exact same.
It is not
And then we watched video of last year. It's like there's probably about 2 or 3 feet difference.
Yeah. There was like a car width and a half last year.
Yeah.
It was barely a car width this year.
Yeah, it's the same.
So it's a pretty clean lap. A little tiny wide on the last clip.
Yeah,
And you missed OZ2.
The first zone was perfect. Zone 2 missed. Zone 3 not bad.
Yeah. I mean,
but the only problem I see with the lap was what they were wanting us to do was they wanted us to draw a wide line from zone 2 to 3. But since you missed 2, you wasn't able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where you were at in the order?
So
were you after?
Yeah, I was after.
I feel like you'd have to see the right
perspective. I was before.
You're before.
I think I got almost the whole zone for outer 3.
Yeah,
but
three
my
good.
first run, I zeroed, so
I'm
in the second.
Let's go to the.
So hold on, real quick. What score would you give that run?
I would probably say it's closer to like 86, 87.
That's about what I was thinking. When I came off, I was thinking, I feel like this was a 90, but I'm probably gonna get like an 86 to 88. Andy?
Yours?
Yeah.
I would say, between 85 and 90. Yeah. You scored like 80, right?
I got an 80 with a 3 for X Factor. And so the total score, I think, was 80.3. So I must have gotten an 87, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
With 3 X Factor?
Yeah.
And so I get out of the car, and I watched, and I saw my score. And the first thing I get out of what I say when I got out of my car is like, I can't believe I just risked my life to get a 3 on X Factor. Like, how dumb.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got to do for X Factor points?
The total is 10 on X Factor, right?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I didn't get very many X Factor points either, and I don't understand why.
I feel like we need to look at who got high X factor points and analyze that.
So I think Turk.
Like, I really don't even understand how my run was like very close to Turk's run, and I got like
don't
12
say it,
or
don't
14
say it,
points
don't
off the
say it. Let's watch your run.
Let's watch it. We'll be the judge of that.
And I just wonder what it. I mean, they did say that the scores would be lower this year than last year, which I feel like sucks to have a bunch of pro drivers have low scores. Awesome.
That is pretty nice. That is
awesome.
pretty nice. That is really nice.
Nice.
Damn, really nice through there.
You're definitely not being conservative.
It's a little conservative on the switchback right there, and then like a little conservative on the entry, and I'd say that's it. The rest was fucking committed.
Let's watch the replay. I liked it. That was damn good.
No, that was a good lap, dude. Yeah. He looked very similar to you coming through LZ3, like confident, big angle. But right there, like you could have maybe done 6 inches more on those two, and that's it.
Oh, what the heck?
The drone caught a fat bug on the thing, dude.
Yeah, it
I've
did.
never seen that happen
Oh,
before.
my God.
Wonder if someone threw their gum at it.
Right? That's hilarious.
Yeah, right? I've never seen that happen before.
Let's see. Was he on throttle early? Yeah.
Bam.
Smoked that whole thing.
Nice and wide.
The angle there looks really good.
Dude, he's fucking on the wall, dude. I mean, I'm talking like it's less than 6 inches. It's like 3 inches. Like that switchback right there. I feel like you could have snapped to more angle right here, like right there. It's like a little shallow, you know.
A tiny like pause in there for some reason.
This is the little part that I have an argument with, and that I don't know, man. The rest of the run, other than the entry being like slightly timid, it's a fucking baller run, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking this
I was
gotta
thinking
be
that I'm
close to the 90s right here.
Yeah, I'm thinking 90s, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I mean, all right. What are you deducting right there? 1 point right there? That one is perfect.
Yeah. But you were also timid on the switchback here, but he just had a better OZ too. So his run, theoretically, the score should be better than yours.
This should definitely be better than mine.
Yeah. Why you slacking, bro?
Yeah, I was being timid in my run for sure.
I probably should have been. I was sitting on a 0.
Yeah. No, you can only get, what, 24th or 25th at best?
Yeah, 25th.
Yeah, so even if you did a 100-point run, you're getting 25th.
That'd be so funny, though, if someone threw down a 100-point run and they got 25th, though, right?
Yep.
He was trying right here, man.
He really was.
He was going for it. So your score...
86.
86, 4 points on X Factor.
4 points on X Factor.
What was yours total?
3.
Yours
83 on X Factor.
No, what was your total score?
I think 80.3 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we had the same run, but they gave you the
your entry was slightly more committed on entry, like a good flow through the entry to the first corner, where John had like.
I think the thing
was just a little timid.
The only thing that we're not really seeing right now is comparing the number 1 qualifying run to see how snappy that is. Because usually when I judge, I like to watch an hour of practice and really figure out who's doing the best and what the best runs are, so you know what the mark is and you know like that rate to angle and where they can keep.
Now I will say, Ryan's run was probably the most gangster run here I've seen ever.
Yeah, it was insane. Yeah. I'm trying to find it right now. Because that was nutty, dude.
How do you feel about cars that have big overhang versus cars that don't? And I feel like your car's kind of mid, right? Or your car has a good amount of overhang.
My car, my car's about mid. But when I ran my G, it had no overhang, and man, you had to be a lot ballsier to put it near the wall.
Right. So it definitely seems like if I wanted to build the perfect drift car, just based off of being able to put it in the wall and whatnot, I feel like the Mustang's kind of right there with how much overhang it has front and back.
For sure.
And wheelbase and because that's just like dead air, right? Look at Chelsea's car. There's so much dead air on the front of that thing and the back of that thing that you can just do whatever you want.
Corolla has no dead air. Corvettes either. E46 has some. The E30 actually had a lot.
E30 had a lot.
E30 has a lot. Like there's a good like 4 feet. 4 feet.
But it had nothing in the front.
No, exactly. Yeah,
so
you're right.
When I'm chasing one of the Mustangs, I purposely give them less room because I know if I sweep my nose under their car, it's not going to hit anything. And so I know that I can transition tighter on them than I can versus if I was following Turk. Because if I hit the back of his car, there's no overhang. I'm going to hit something solid, and so we're going to get more of a situation. So the cars
100%.
that have big overhang, like sometimes I'll purposely try to look at their car and take note. Like, does he have a big crash bar that goes all the way to the back? Because that's another thing, right?
Yep.
I know, like Forrest Wang, he used to build his cars to where it was like very solid in the back end. His crash bar would go literally all the way to the bumper, all the way around, and there was like no dead air.
Yeah.
And then you got some guys, I think like Odie,
That changed over the years.
and it has probably, even though there's a lot of overhang on the bumper, their crash bar is like 6 inches from the bumper. So you know that you can still kind of like nose in on them without it changing your line or anything.
Yeah. Same thing in the sim a lot. Like when you get behind like a chaser or something like that, like you have to like drop back. Like you have to sort of time your drop back so much sooner to get the transition down and get in behind him. Yeah, it's difficult.
Did you find Turkey's run?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, yes. Hold on. There we go. Ryan Turkey.
All right.
Baller run. Best of Long Beach.
Baller run. But
I
I
mean-
you know what?
Yes.
Someone needs to do the homework of finding the best Long Beach run ever.
I think this is it. to be
This is
honest.
one of them.
I
Yeah.
think this is it. I mean, he's on the wall and in
Points
He
wise,
flicked the angle.
He got on throttle so early after that. Like, in the wall.
Yeah.
In the wall for a long
It's
time.
perfect.
It wasn't like a touch and go. Yeah, it's...
So where are the deductions? It is good. It is good.
That is the question. Yeah, where are the deductions? Because
I don't see any.
Shit.
I remember one of the most baller runs that I remember was Essa, the year that he won the championship. He came in and was like 90 degrees to every wall, but he came in just billowing smoke, like just didn't care. That was a gangster run. I'd like to see Essa's run, probably Peter's run from a couple years ago. Probably a couple JTP runs.
Yeah,
These
but
are
I
all
don't
things you
know.
should have
That thing
told
is
me
perfect.
earlier when I could have pulled them
That's
out.
a whole other day.
That is a whole other day.
This is just perfect.
We could do a past Long Beach day. It is. Like, I don't have any notes, really. Like, maybe could have gotten, like, crazy gangster with the angle on the switchbacks, you know, because it was very controlled. Like, everything was perfect, but it was also very controlled. Like, I didn't have any, like, moment there where I was like, oh, my God, he's going to, you know, crash or whatever. Like, it was just, it was
but
very,
that's
like,
what I'm kind of getting at. Where's the X factor then?
Oh, Matt Field had a couple of number one qualifying runs here, I think.
yeah, he's had some good ones. Yeah.
So I wonder where the deductions are and what the judges wanted to see to get that 100-point run. Because they must have saw something. They were like, this is what I need to see, the 100-point run.
Yeah.
Right? And he didn't do something.
We need to get the judges on and talk to them about this run specifically. That'd be a good one to talk to them about. Just be like, listen, how is this not a 100-point run? How could it be improved on?
But you don't know. We could probably watch a better run and go, oh, I get it. I see now why.
Yeah. But we
You
don't
know?
have a
Yeah,
better
but there
Transitions could
wasn't
have been
a better
faster,
run.
in the zone longer,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's close.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, he only-
Yeah, it's
X
super
Factor's a
close.
10.
He did get
That's what I'm
into
getting at, though. Where was the X
OZ3,
factor?
he
Why
got
was
in a
it
little
10?
late, stayed a little late. Like, he wasn't perfectly in between the cones when he was on the
Yeah,
wall.
we're also not listening to it. So, like, hearing throttle response could be a big thing. So
Yeah.
that was something that I noticeably did during my practice runs. My car has, look, USA judge. So that's Chris Yule gave it 99 points. And so,
Which one is the X Factor? Is it 10?
yeah, the 10. So they
So
got
he got-
10s all the way around.
He got 10s all the way around on X Factor.
But
Yeah,
Robbie and
I
Ryan
want to know about
deducted 2
that.
points.
I want them to explain to us in the drivers being like, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just curious. Why did he get an X factor of 10?
Yeah, where is the 7 points in
Do
between
you
his
disagree
run
on the
and-
10? Or do you think that
No,
you should have got
no,
more?
I'm not.
No,
I'm not
I
disagreeing.
think we just
I
wanna
don't know.
understand.
I just
Yeah,
want
I'm
to.
with
I just
you.
want to understand the X factor. You
'cause
know,
there's
like
a 7-point difference between you and him, and you know your run was pretty
Is it-
baller. So
is
like,
it because it was just so perfect that it's just you got to give him an X
Well,
factor
again,
of
like
10?
I said, we're not
or-
listening to it. So hearing the engine
I
sounds
think
themselves.
you need to send the judges more edible arrangements. Is what it is. Yeah, I think we've been lacking in that. Yeah, used to be a thing, and it's not really a thing
it
anymore.
used to be a thing.
And I think they're getting hungry. You know.
Jeez.
So yeah, judging's definitely
Jeez.
different this year, but I don't think that run, The scores I don't think are changing too much. It's just a way of delivering them.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. It's just delivering it to the fans to understand better.
Yeah, it'll get more consistent throughout the year, I feel like, too.
Yeah.
I still like the old way of judging.
Like
line angle style.
Line angle style, that's it? No speed?
No, speed's kind of speed's a factor of style, but it's not a number one thing, right? Like, remember Forrest Wang was always killing it, but he was definitely one of the, not slower guys, but just a slower run than some dudes. So just because you're going fast doesn't make it any better.
Speed on entry is what bothers me. Like in Salt Lake, for example, when I'm watching all these pro guys come in at like 97 miles per hour and I hit 104 with my 255s and my 600 horsepower.
Dang, here we go.
I know, I talked about it before, but I don't know. Like, it should be deducted that you're not full throttle to the entry. Like, you should be full throttle.
But
I was on 255s, bro.
But there's also not an initiation point.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say you hit 104.
That's
you
true,
may have initiated at the last cone.
That's true.
Chelsea or someone may have hit 100, but they may have initiated at the third cone, right? So they may have initiated 50 feet before you.
But they still should be going faster, though, if they have more power and more tire.
Not necessarily.
I still think so.
I mean, more tire. It's not like we're really.
I don't know. If I had a 285 on there and 1,000 horsepower, I would be going fast.
Now you have to look at your rate to angle.
Yeah.
The amount of angle that you had coming into it.
Yeah.
How well did you hit that first inner clip and that second outer zone or first outer zone? Like, did you pull all that off the same rate of angle, yada yada? Because if you just look at speed, sure. Someone can just not initiate and hit 110.
Well, yeah, I know, but obviously it's part of the judge score. Is what I'm saying. I just like it being part of the score. I don't know how much it needs to be, but I do think it should be part of it.
I've had this same discussion with a few guys who were like, maybe not rookies, just dudes who are like, oh yeah, I'm just as fast as everyone else. I'm like, well, you are, but you're midline. Don't have as much angle.
I know, but we're not.
So we're
not judging the run.
All of those got to be the same.
We're just talking about including speed as part of the score because I don't like guys that pussyfooted up to the initiation. I just don't like that because I've seen that.
So remember when there used to be a minimum speed?
Yeah.
They used to set a minimum speed.
You're right. I forgot about that.
And they're like, all right, the majority of the field hits it like this.
I forgot about that.
So if you don't hit it at X, let's say New Jersey was like not a big speed, but maybe was 40 or 50 miles an hour. And if you hit it at 39 miles an hour and the thing had to be 40, you lost 10 points. So it was like literally the difference of 10 points if you initiate it too slow. And then they got away from that. So I give credit to FD trying a lot of different things over the years and seeing if it worked or didn't work. And I think that,
100%.
I don't know, just didn't work for some reason. They got away from it.
Yeah, no, I mean, we've jumped around a lot over the years on different stuff, and I feel like everything is a move in the right direction, at least for the time being.
Yeah. Adding the data is cool this year. It didn't work for my car, but
I just wish the technology was there to like incorporate that and have it be less expensive.
The technology's there.
Less expensive.
Yeah, being able
just
to afford
less expensive. Yeah, it would be really cool if they could have live TPS data and all that kind of stuff.
As big as Formula D is,
in-car cameras, all that
NASCAR.
stuff. Anyways, if there's a sponsor out there that's listening that wants to dedicate like $2 to $5 million to Formula Drift to give us all that data and all that cool judging stuff, that'd be great.
Guru bucks.
Yeah. Trying to do my diligence for FD here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so they don't fire me.
What if FD pushed that cost onto the drivers? Like, hey, you can, like in what would you call it in your fees, registration fees? Like, oh, hey guys, it's an extra $5,000 this year because we want to put this box in your car. Like that would suck.
It's a negative, dude.
Well,
yeah,
it's a negative. Yeah,
I don't want it. I don't want it.
We're already,
take it out. Take it out.
Yeah. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We need a sponsor.
Better use some lube if they hit that with us. Don't want to do it.
We need Mr. Bill Gates from Microsoft to sponsor.
Did you have the data in your car, the box and everything?
Yeah.
Was it working?
It seemed like it.
Seemed like it. Did you get anything afterwards? Did you get any?
No, I haven't. Nope.
Did you
I haven't
utilize
asked
it? No,
nope.
Type S thing. No.
Nope.
All right, never mind. But he had lights.
Yeah, no issues with it at all though. It worked fine.
Yeah, my car worked fine. The lights worked fine. Seemed like they worked every lap.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there were some issues there.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying.
Yep.
No, for sure.
It's new stuff,
they're,
you know?
It
they're
definitely looks
trying.
cool to see the. I don't think it worked on a lot of cars, but being able to see the throttle input on TV, that's super cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it didn't work on like I noticed on like the RTR cars the throttle input didn't work.
I don't think it worked on 90% of the cars. The throttle.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was
Because I think that they didn't mean to put some of those on there too, is what he was saying. So like they were on the qualifying runs, but they weren't supposed to be.
Yeah, they had to set up like a geofence dome kind of around the place to like make it work. It was a very complicated thing when I was being told about how it all worked.
Oh, they just wanted to have their own Wi-Fi so that they could accept the data and put the data on the live stream.
So
Because if they relied on the public Wi-Fi, then it would probably, anyone knows
So
you go to Formula D, you
but
can't even put up an Instagram post.
technically with that, you need like routers that cover the whole track, right?
And that's what they had.
They had that.
They brought out these like funny things, posted them up everywhere, so they had their
Wow.
own 5G
This
network.
is a lot more complicated than we think.
Oh yeah.
Like we think, why don't
for
we
sure.
just do this? And it's like,
They're
bro,
trying to do stuff that no one's ever done. They said.
Yeah,
So-
for sure. Yeah, and that's going to take time to polish up and make it
For
look
sure.
pretty and stuff. Battle runs.
Yeah, let's check out some more runs.
Battle runs.
Battle runs.
Battle runs. We're 50 minutes
What do you
in
got?
already.
What do you got? Let's
You want to watch yours? Or you want to watch Cash?
Whatever.
All right, let's watch Jeff's one real quick.
If we watch
'cause
mine, then we'll just be out of it.
that's a quick one because it's a one and done.
One.
Waterworks, Prism, Nissan 370Z.
Why are you so loud, Andy?
I'm trying to fix these things.
Oh, you know what? Now that I finally watched that, I didn't realize how bad it was. No, I'm just saying, like, when I first watched this battle, like, Simon's a really good friend of mine. So, obviously, so is Jeff. But we were sitting beside the field guys, and I was like, after I watched it on live stream, I was like, dang, Simon's chase wasn't as good as Jeff, so Simon probably lost the battle, but he did throw down a great lead run.
Yeah, his
But
lead
I didn't
was
notice.
probably his best lead out of the weekend.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I didn't notice that Jeff had double initiated, kind of. And I didn't know how bad it really was,
That was on the chase that you double initiated? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not a double.
on an
It's
intro.
like a step initiation.
Yeah. Whatever, yeah. So it was kind of weird.
I mean, Simon's sacrificing a whole lot in the lead.
Oh,
there.
100%
Yeah.
in the chase.
Yeah, I mean, in the chase, yeah. He didn't touch any of the zones, really.
Yeah.
Game proximity there, and that's kind of the only spot where he really kind of had Jeff by the ball, so to speak. And then Jeff's like, oh.
Yeah,
fine,
no, for sure.
I feel like the
But I think they're
judges-
they threw the initiation at fault for that.
Yeah, I think the
That was
judges
a
are being
major
harsh
factor.
on my initiation. I mean, run for run, I honestly think it should have gone one more time. I don't even think that I should have won. But I think that the statement at least that was said. I think if you listen to Robbie, he says that because of my step 2 initiation, it threw off Simon's basically whole run, which I feel like that's incorrect. I feel like it definitely threw off
That was
his.
on the lead? Should we go back and watch that?
Yeah.
I thought it was a chase.
No, it was the lead.
Oh, okay. Let's
Yeah.
go back.
So it
and watch
definitely
that.
probably threw off his first zone chase, but after that, by the time you get underneath the bridge, I mean, look, he's right on my
Yeah,
door,
but-
so should be fine there.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you have to think about it, Jeff. Like I think though,
So right there.
if I
you
get
thought-
if I get knocked off in the very beginning, I think it's super important for setting up the rest of it.
Yeah, there was a little funny thing there.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it, honestly.
It,
So
I,
initiate,
Well, that's what I was saying.
angle,
I didn't either.
boom. It was like the double e-brake pull, Car started to
Yeah.
catch grip after you got off the e-brake.
Which the thing is,
Boom.
I had done the double handbrake pull several times for the weekend in practice, but I started learning that I knew the judges were trying to dog me for it, so I started just going as fast as I could and setting a certain spot that I initiated. So I stopped doing that double initiation
so if you go back
or double
a few
handbrake.
clicks, I would argue that most drivers, I feel like it's just set up in the wrong spot. That he was set up in the wrong spot, and he would have done that line regardless of my double step.
So there's the step, and there's like the little extra step.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that he's doing because of that scenario.
Yeah, let's watch Simon here.
Yeah, it's tough, but he's kind of way on the inside because you're way on the inside.
Yeah, I take definitely like the mid to inner line through there. Some dudes take such a wide line. So see where he's at on the track.
It kind of looked like you were on the rumble strip
Yeah,
going
so
initiation.
he's just like I watched a bunch of his chase runs, and you even watch him with Chelsea. You know, it's just kind of how he runs it, right?
Steps.
Yeah.
He's following you. He's following.
So I guess that's where like my homework told me he was going to do this regardless.
I mean, his initial he didn't adjust at all.
Yeah,
right there, like at all.
For sure.
Like if you watch his actual adjustment, like he hits angle, Jeff does his wobble, and Simon just kind of follows suit.
It just sucks because they kind of put him on the rumble strip more.
Yeah.
Because Jeff was already on the rumble strip almost. You know what I mean?
And do they tell you in the driver's meeting they don't want you on the rumble strip, or
they don't want you on the bumps?
Yeah, you can't be on the bumps.
Okay.
You can be on the rumble strip. You can't be on the bumps.
Okay.
Yeah, in all honesty, Simon just kind of put himself in a bad situation because he didn't go out wide.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because of the initiation? It's
and
hard to
look
tell.
At this,
you know,
he does a great job of getting right on my door right here.
But he misses.
Yeah,
so that's where I say you can't discredit his whole chase because he's killing it right here.
But look how far he is from outside.
Now,
zone.
yeah, but hold up.
He's
There's
not
something weird
properly.
Oh, if we watch most of the
you
chases,
watch
that's
Jeff,
yeah. Okay.
You watch Jeff though; he does like throw a crazy amount of angle from. It looks like it's
look
stepped.
at that angle, son. Holy crap!
Is that a lot?
That's a lot, dude. Do you see that? Look at that.
No, if you watch
That's
the
some
video,
angle, boy.
Right.
if you watch it
down.
without being like slow mode, you can see that you like added angle in the zone.
Mm.
Probably because you hit the marbles.
Yep.
In zone 1 or zone 3?
No, zone 3.
Yeah, definitely. I was deep in marbles. My car is always in marbles. There's no overhang. I'm a marble boy.
Jeff, normally he's losing.
But it's like a weird.
It's a left foot brake. Yeah, right there. You can see it.
Yeah.
That's just the track, man.
Yeah,
That's the nature of this track.
No. I understand that. I wasn't talking bad about it.
No, I dig.
You should be. You should be though.
Yeah,
you should be talking bad about it.
Yeah, you know what? Screw that. That was horrible.
This is why we like you.
If you would have put some more Doc X down there, it would have stuck a little better.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's got to pour it on his clutch next time.
And yeah, so again, feel like that was a pretty good lead on my part. He does a great lead though, because we watched his qualifying run,
his lead, yeah.
and then so we looked at his what he probably would be doing, and we're like, all right, long as I throw down my lead run that I did in qualifying and my average chase run, should be fine. You know, I qualified 14th. I think he qualified 22nd or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when you're the higher qualifier, you usually have the advantage as long as you run your qualifying run and you both do an average chase. It's usually how it works out.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't try to do anything funny. I think we did drop down in air pressure, which I kind of regret because maybe that's why I got the double step. Because it actually bites me in the ass right here.
Did you make that change right before battle?
No, we did it in practice, and it worked out fine.
Okay.
But contrary to Judge's belief, you see what happens in here, and I have a bit of a bobble, and it wasn't necessarily because of what happened to him. It was because of like the speed and anticipation. Same thing that happened with Cash. So you go ahead and watch it, and you see. Oh no, Jarrett talking.
Oh, you want some?
No, it's all good. No noise.
Do a little bit of
S chassis. Oh, now he gets out there. Now he's feeling comfortable.
Oh, yeah, there was some.
Yeah, so I got a bobble back there.
Some stuff there. Were you on throttle right there, or did you?
Yeah, so going into the wall,
Yeah.
like as you're going into that wall, you know the pace.
Yeah.
So as we're going into the wall, I'm like, ooh, we are slightly off pace.
Too fast?
Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna stuff a little bit, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So Cash, I don't know what you do, but I usually watch the front tires, and when we get into the zone, I kind of watch the back of the car. When I feel like we're off pace, I'm like, all right, is he stuffing it or are we good? And I see his bumper go flying, and that's when I'm like, okay, we're good. It's but knowing that we were off pace a little bit, that's what I lost a little bit of momentum behind him.
Yep. It's that slight moment of rational thought going through your
Yeah,
head
like
that
literally,
shouldn't
it
have
is a very, very
no
slight rational
thoughts,
thought.
Jeff. No rational thoughts.
You
you
know?
can't have those while drifting. You just gotta
And
go.
it's kind of funny. It's the same thing that I told, what's his name? John Schaefer.
Yeah.
You know, about Rome.
Yeah.
It's like, you just hit him.
Yeah.
So in this point, I shouldn't have lifted
right.
that tiny bit because I was chasing. I was like, oh, in the wall, there goes the bumper. Because like I saw the bumper go flying.
It's hard to say when you should adjust to his mistake or you should just do your own thing and hit him, you know? And like that's a very fine line within the judging there, because like there are a lot of times where like, you know, you could have followed his mistake, you could have made it work, and then you hit him, and all of a sudden they deem fault on you because they're not, you know, sort of looking at it the same way, you know. Man, I still need to add blockers.
Yeah, you do.
This is crazy. What a crazy world we live in. At least I can edit this, and we don't have to watch all the ads, you know.
Okay.
But
so, yeah, I would say, unfortunately, I was being timid in my runs over the weekend.
Yeah. You want another beer?
Yes, please.
All right, I'm getting you one.
What do you think, Cash?
What about the run?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually think it's a tough call. I think it could have went one more time.
Yeah, I would only go one more time. With those bobbles, I would not have given me the win.
Oh no, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, once it's a battle where you first glance at it, you're like, yeah, Jeff won, and then you go back and you're like, now I can kind of break down and see why they would go one more time, or maybe Simon. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tough call.
My biggest argument of this call was just, you know, it's the judges have to be careful what they say, and the judges said that they deemed my step initiation, not double initiation, but step initiation, slowed him down. But they didn't say that his wall tap slowed me down. I'm like, this dude's losing a bumper, tapping a wall. How do you not think that slows me down? Right? Like, we're literally about to stuff our cars.
The thing is, though, he barely touched it. He didn't, like, actually, like, pancake, put it all the way in the wall, though.
For sure. But I knew that we were going to the wall. His bumper goes flying past me.
No, for sure. It's tough.
You know, and that's where I basically bitched out and should have just stayed full throttle, committed how I normally would have. And I wouldn't have had that little extra, you know, that step. Who knows? That step may have happened anyways. Maybe.
You know who's really good at that? Like,
I don't know.
Full throttle
I think I would have.
And not caring about the lead driver? Fucking Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's really good at just like, you're going to make a mistake, I'm just going to hit you.
Yeah.
How do you
I'm kind of that way, but at a certain point now, like, I've been a little bit more timid about it.
It's hard to work that out of your brain because it's like it's a instinctual reaction that you have to change, you know?
Well, I think for me, I usually can't afford to fix my car all the time, right?
Same, yeah.
Like, you put your car in the wall.
Yeah.
Now you've got this crazy amount of work to do before Atlanta, right? You've how much stuff have you damaged? Like right now, yes, I can afford to break this car, fix it. I got a great team that can fix it all. But I've got 15 years, and basically 10 of those years were like there was times where I showed up and didn't have an extra tie rod, right? There was a time where I drove the car to the track. Like, you know, over the years of not being able to afford it, there's just dumb things that are stuck in your head. And I really wish that wasn't one of them, where I was just balls to the wall all the time.
Yep.
Because that'll really change your mindset.
Yeah, I agree. My problem is I just don't care.
That's a good mindset, bro. That's how you're going to pull off what you pulled off.
Sometimes.
That is excellent.
Right? You're running freaking in front of Rome was amazing.
Speaking of which, we have some Cash Hurst runs here.
Yep, let's jam through it.
We got your top 32 right here with Mr. Bachis. And
okay, so real quick.
This is a tough battle.
So real quick, what did you qualify, and what did he qualify?
Odie doesn't mess around.
I qualified 25th. He qualified like 9th, I think.
Okay, so you messed up, and you had to go to
it's
the
because
bottom
I
bracket.
had a broken axle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so
just
you
admit it. You messed up. Dude.
You messed up. Yeah. Throwing the axle under the bus. And so, arguably, when people saw me go up against Olsen, higher qualifier, higher ranked driver, they're like, "Oh, Jeff Jones is probably going to win this." We're looking at this.
Yeah.
We're all thinking, "Oh, Odie's going to win this, right? Odie's definitely
100%.
a dude who's probably
Everybody's thinking
possibly win
all
the
my
event."
friends, all my friends messaging me are like, "Dude, that sucks. You got Odie," and you know, like,
yeah.
So, and I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, that's good, dude." I was like, "It's gonna suck when I put him in the trailer," you know, like, because that's just my mindset, you know, when I'm going against these dudes, like. Bro. I like going against these dudes that are higher up. Like when I went against Osbo and like 2 years ago when he was going for the championship and I had to go against him in 16, I was like, dude, I would love to run someone's championship. Not that it's like not for Osbo himself, but
I love
like,
this guy.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. Like
you want to be the guy living rent free in Osbo's head that night. Like, God damn it.
Well, I
start
just
having
want
pep
to
talks
like
with Cash
it's gonna
before
help.
I go.
love this.
It's gonna help my
Seriously
program,
though.
you know.
Seriously, I love this mentality. That's great. That's incredible.
Put this nerd on the trailer. Dude, drag racer, bro? Oh, yeah, he's a dirt drag racer.
Yeah, dude, he's a mud
That's where
dragger.
he gets that
Yeah,
from.
he's crazy, man. This boy's
Well,
wild.
you know, like Odie and them like the joke too, you know. So like Odie was really cool and stuff, and like Simon would come over to our trailer, and you know, like they would all want to joke a bit, and I'd be like, "Hey, Simon, you better win your battle, so both of y'all are not loading up in the trailer," you know. And so they would just laugh and stuff. I don't know, it's just good fun. But obviously, some of the drivers you can't talk like that too, you know. But
yeah, there's a few guys.
I don't know. My thing is,
not down to
like,
talk.
Nope.
you know, I would rather go in the 32. If I'm going to get knocked out in 32, I'd rather it be by Odie than someone else that, you know, other people think that you can beat, you know?
Mm-hmm. That is the truth right there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Talking shit about me right now.
Yeah,
I like
I'm always not mad when I get knocked out by the person who won the event.
Yeah.
I'm always like,
Yeah.
well, you know, they're the best, I guess, today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
All right,
let's
see
check
this.
it out. You versus Mr. Odie.
All right, so guess what?
Oh, it's loud again.
Did you do a bunch of homework before going up against Odie?
If you want me to be honest, this is not good though, but I didn't watch anybody's runs. I didn't prepare for any of this. I didn't touch my car. To be honest, I don't even know what my shock settings still to this day. They're from mud drag racing. I haven't touched my shocks. I haven't counted nothing. The only thing we did was change the tire pressure.
Good man. That's a driver
So-
right there, boys.
When we, I'm gonna count
like a
when I pull the
true
car out of the
Southern boy.
trailer. We'll count the shocks and stuff and kind of see where they're at because obviously it worked. But yeah, ever since I went and tested at Willow, we got like 5 or 6 practice laps in the car with the new angle kit, the new turbo setup and stuff, and I was like, and the new tires, and I was like, yo, this thing feels good. Let's go. You know.
So you just rolled up with all kinds of confidence. You weren't worried about nothing.
I've never heard anybody
Yeah.
say they went out and haven't checked their shocks since they went mud drag.
yeah.
I've never
Yep,
heard
I
this.
know.
I've
Since
never
they went
heard
mud
anyone say
dragger.
that. Yeah, I haven't
Because he
checked them
checked
since I
it
went
for
mud
mud
dragging.
dragging.
Yeah, he checked
Yeah.
it, but he didn't check it for Long Beach.
Exactly. Nice. Mud dragging. More important.
Oh my god! All right, let's play it.
So he doesn't even know what Odie's going to do. He doesn't know his initiation, knows nothing.
That's scary. I'd at least want to know how he's initiated. Right there.
Odie
right
had a
there.
second
It's honestly
break.
kind of.
Oh,
It's
you got a
honestly
wobble.
kind of a bad
Yeah,
run.
same wobble
It's a
you
bad
had.
run.
Jonathan Hurst doing a really good job of mimicking the line.
But Odie missed zone 3. That's the only thing that hurt him, dude. Like Odie beat himself on this run, you know.
Odie is
My spotter came in. He was like, "Hey, if you can hit zone 3, you could probably win the battle."
Your
I was like,
run
"Cool,
was
we'll
gangster,
do."
though. Well, that's what I thought with Simon. I was like, long as I hit zone 3. So look, Odie has not a double step, but he has a double handbrake. Loses a bumper.
Little off on 2.
Yep, Cash is wobbling.
Way off on 3.
Way off on 3.
That's miles.
The rest of the track he does well, but
Cash is like kind of what, a car length most of the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than
Honestly, it's not like I said. I was not very happy at all with my run. But and I wasn't paying attention. My spotter was like,
That
"Dude, you
chase
can
wasn't
really
that great.
capitalize."
a little bit closer in proximity towards the outside zone 3 and through.
And
Yeah.
Odie slows down after 3 a lot. Like, you really caught him through there.
Don't know what's going to happen until we see Odie.
That or is that your midline
transition
that
a
got
little
you caught
too
him?
early there is what
I
got
guess it's
you.
your midline.
Oh man. Well, you know what? Also,
Yeah, I kind of put myself
just
in a
such
bad
family
situation on
Yeah,
zone 1.
no, you worked it out real well though. That could have gone a lot worse. You could either been into
Yeah.
Odie or straight into that tire barrier.
Well, but we know what happened last year, so I was ready for that situation. You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
I did that with literal. So
Were you having trouble with front tire grip?
no, I was just having problems keep catching people too quick after the initiation.
They're having fun. Shout out to the Accelerate team, Victor and his kids. They're out here as well.
Oh well, that's interesting. If you highlight volume, you can adjust it with the arrows.
What'd you do to us?
I don't know. Why did it stop playing?
Kids out here.
There it goes.
It's great to see, but you know the Formager family runs deep. Here we
Look
go.
at that. Kristaps Blues initiates.
Right?
Nice. Nice.
freaking
Oh,
grandma
God, no.
went to Walmart and she
No.
got the kids.
No.
They're hanging out having a ball. They're karaokeing.
No, after
we got them all in
ads.
car seats, so we're
Oh,
safe.
man.
Finally dropping them off to the freaking parents.
All right, this
that was
one,
crazy.
This one I might put.
Did you call that one?
I might just have that one on the podcast.
Holy smokes, bro. Get
gotta
them
watch.
armpits right. Okay, he's watching you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can we take this back a second?
Yeah, let's take it back.
Freaking guy.
Hey, you want to pay for it?
Hurst was trying to show us the
I paid
business.
for all this equipment. You want to pay for the ad
No, I
thing?
brought beer.
I mean, yeah, you did.
Yes.
Dude,
This
the
outer three
angle.
right here.
Damn, hold on. I want to watch that, dude. Look at the angle.
Good rate to
he's
angle.
holding that. Holy crap.
Odie's got
Yeah.
that weeble wobble
Sick.
behind him.
But his transition and like the way he rated to angle right after the wall was just sick. I'll watch this whole thing again.
Here we go. Speaking of family, let's see what the pride of Paducah, Jonathan Hurst, has got here.
Got on throttle early there.
I'd say the initiation was kind of weak by both of them.
Yeah, I mean it was better than
Very,
the,
like,
the
slow
the,
rate to
the
angle.
double step we did there. That was sick. The whole power alley into zone 3 was amazing.
Definitely very comfortable.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll tell you what. Odie Bakshi's, again, got here, Jonathan.
They're not going to replay it.
Yeah, I think my
I'll
league
watch that
run
again.
is what got me. You know,
This
obviously.
section, though. Like the slow transition, you know, past the wall, and then just right there, and then boom, angle pours on. Boom, wall.
So I stayed. I hit zone 3, like actually in the middle of zone 3,
Yeah,
which I think was like one of my best zone 3s of the weekend.
dude, that was sick. Okay, yeah, yeah, that was, yeah, you totally.
So what are you thinking right here?
You literally shit on his lead run right
Well,
there.
I'm thinking. Honestly, I'm thinking. All right, my name's Jonathan Hurst. I'm going against Odie, so it's going one more time, or somehow he wins.
Yeah,
It's about right.
And it's not me. And it's not me being that way. Like that's just how it's been for me.
mm-hmm.
And so when I got the win, I was so pumped. Like I couldn't believe it. You know, like.
It's awesome, dude. Well, we are.
But my
proud.
spotter kept telling me, he was like, dude, he's like, your lead run was perfect. I was like, he's like, it's exactly what you needed to do. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because he kept saying, he was like, I think you're going to get it. And I was like, dude, don't say that yet.
I wonder if they deducted anything from you for bumping the wall in outer 3.
I don't know.
Because I almost, looking at it again, I think your qualifying run might have been better, except that angle through there is sick.
I mean, it
You had
wasn't
full lock
that
going into
big
that?
of a bump, you know. Like, look at it.
Well, is it or is it not, though? Look at the
But
overhang and the
look
bumper
at
coming
how
off.
little it affects the car, though.
Well, again, look at the overhang and the
Yeah.
crash structure.
Yeah.
If that's any other car, like if that's Turk
Well,
or
I
me
mean, that's
or
up to you
Osbo,
to judge your distance, you know.
that's
Yeah.
that's a wheel.
Take your car, bro.
Yeah, that's the car of the car.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take it a little bit deeper. That's also driver position too. You know, like if you're in a Viper, you're so far back and you're basically sitting above the rear axle. When like in my E30, I'm fucking 10 feet from the rear axle, and then also I'm 10 feet from the wall because I have 4 feet past the axle to the wall.
Sure.
You know.
Well,
So-
that's why I argue, like, if you were to build the best drift car, it would be a car that has crazy overhang.
like the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need is a Mustang
There's a
with
good amount of
Yeah, it
overhang.
took-
Also, square
them,
rear ends.
Mustang with E46
Yeah.
suspension.
The square of the rear end, the more it affects how it looks to the wall.
Yeah, and it also
sure.
affects how it looks, how fast it looks transitioning as
Yeah,
well.
angle to angle.
Yep.
I think square
Now,
cars
about
look
this
like they're gonna
battle,
get
though, it took them quite a while to figure out who won, you know?
Boom.
They're trying to figure out how to
Boom.
not let you win.
Boom. Jonathan Hurst.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're probably deducting heavily on the
Gets
wall
the
hits,
win.
right?
Hurst putting the Hurst.
Yeah.
Oh, so Ryan went for Hurst as well. It wasn't a
Well, it was actually
mistake. in the
Robbie
computer
went for
there.
one more time.
Hmm.
They made a mistake on their end.
Oh, is that what it was? Robbie went for one more time?
Yeah,
Got it.
yep. And then here's another not so good chase run either.
Hmm.
But
Oh, God, the volume.
Sometimes, bro, you just got to be there.
I thought Taylor was going to be a lot faster than he was. So it was my fault. I just made a mistake. I probably should have watched some runs.
Oh, restart.
Freaking restart, dude. Those freaking cones.
It's Taylor's fault.
I like how they added the lights on the truss.
Damn, he looked like he had a slow entry.
Really?
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah.
Like right to angle or just
Watch,
like drive
just
up?
watching
Oh, he
the
had
whole
just
thing.
hit the cone, so he was going slow.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to hit them cones again. Dude, look at them black wheels. I hate black wheels.
Yeah, I also hate black wheels.
See, look how
Ooh,
bad I
that's
did again.
sketchy. Woo. Yeah, he is really slow, it looks like. What tires is he on?
Kenda.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Is that why?
Yeah. I mean, you
And then he
tested him.
kinda
You
like-
tested him, you tell
He
me.
kind of went way wrong.
That's a totally different tire now.
Oh, is it a completely different
Yeah,
tire?
it's,
Oh,
it's
okay,
nothing
okay.
what I
Yeah.
tested.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But honestly, like this is the run that I felt really bad about because I did a horrible chase.
Yeah, but you're also struggling a lot because of the sort of speed, I think. Speed differential.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, if he didn't miss so many zones in his run, then I would have been at a big disadvantage.
I mean, how bad is
But
the
his
speed
initiation
differential?
was kind of weird.
It just looked like
I don't know.
kind of a lazy run up and then just a fat clutch kick initiation, kind of like it didn't look like he decelled at all. It looked like he accelerated, like he had like a slow run up
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
accelerated
Yeah.
into the feint and then just sort of carried that momentum through the corner rather than run up fast and decel.
Only thing I would say is he came
But
out
last
of the
year-
box slow because he probably
Yeah,
didn't want to hit
last
a cone
year
again.
when
Yeah, it could have been nerves getting to him. Yeah.
Last year when I ran him, though, his car was really fast.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, what
Um,
what spring rate are you running on the rear of that car?
I
I
don't
think
know what
it's
shocks he
6.
has.
6? Okay. And you're running high enough where you're getting anti-squat out of it?
Yes.
Okay. If you can, get me the length of your rear shock. I want to know. I'm trying to get on that this year.
Yeah. It's the same as Rome, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's like a long travel.
I just want to know the overall length so I can kind of dial
sure.
it in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking to do that this year. My car was slow last year. All right. It's full. About to smoke this Corvette. Bye-bye.
Yeah, what's going on with Hall in the back?
Oh, that wall right there. That was the shit. Dude, Outer Zone 2 was sick right there.
Was there something wrong with Hall's car?
Yes.
No, he said that he blew the
he's
tires
not,
off
he's
on
not
the
as
run
good a
up.
driver as Cash is what he said.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Are
what he
you
said.
sucking Cash off later or
No,
what, bro?
no,
Damn.
No, that was the sick run though,
Okay,
dude.
cool. Looks like something's wrong with
No,
Hall's car.
Taylor made a video.
Dude, this Outer Zone 2.
I watched it. It was on YouTube.
Bro.
Hey, I
And,
think Andy's going to need a moment with you later.
Dude, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
man.
that shit is sick.
So once again, Taylor made a video and just said that he mentioned that he blew the tire off on the run up, and he said he just wasn't able to stay caught up from there.
It almost looks like he's in like third gear or something, just like he's definitely having what looks like a mechanical problem or just
Yeah,
like
for sure.
he just lost grip. Because I watched his top 32 run. He was good.
Yeah,
his lead
100%.
run was fine. Not the best, but
Ooh, he almost went
Maybe
to the
my
tires there, too.
my car is a little fast.
nah, something's wrong with Hall's. Just
I think it was the run up, to be honest. Like, watch how far he is. Well,
Yeah, that's what he said.
He also went wide, like
yeah, he
into
went
your
super wide.
into your smoke line right there. Boom.
Yeah, he's in smoke. He
He's
can't get
almost
on
into
it.
the
Almost hits the
tires.
wall. Comes out of it late. Yeah, he just like initiated late and further back. And got
Yeah.
in the smoke and got ruined.
Got lost. It happens. Everything happens so fast. Just
Yeah,
drone.
for sure. Because the C6
watch
is a
his
really
back.
good car.
Tires. Yeah, he's on like the last stripes out
Yeah.
there.
I got beat by Taylor in Orlando last year, straight up. Like his car was fast. They weren't good. He was on GTs last year, so I don't know if maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. What was the highest finishing car on the Kendas? Forest, probably.
I think Alec Robbins maybe 9th or
Oh,
something.
okay. Yeah.
Have a verdict here. Do you think it goes one more time? Who's pulling for Taylor Hurst out there? Slide him left for Hull. Slide him right for Hurst.
Boom.
And Hurst gets one
Boom.
and two and
Unanimous.
Boom, boom.
Unanimous. Okay, what's next?
Are you deleting them as you go?
Nah, I probably should, huh?
Yeah, just gonna.
There's a lot of them up there. So
Well, we wanted to watch.
That one's gone.
We were also going to watch other qualifying runs.
But this one's gone. Yeah. Okay, he's just taking
All right,
down.
So now you got Turkey
big
Burger.
names, dude.
What do you think about Turkey Burger?
Oh my God, with the volume again. I'm not going to let that one.
Before the run, I was just like, I feel like we could beat them. I just knew that I still need to run the same qualifying line I had. But the problem was I didn't know how we would be on pace because we hadn't really chased anybody yet on the Nitto. I'd only gotten like 2 or 3 chase runs the whole weekend in practice, which one was you. So it was hard to tell really what pace I had with these tires, you know?
I know. You said, hey, thanks for the chase run. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was the only one that gave you a good run. What, did you have a bunch of people mess up in front of you?
I had 2 or 3 people hit the wall in front of me.
Doesn't that suck? You just like ruin, because you barely get any practice at all. What'd you get? How many laps did you
get?
5
or 6.
Yeah.
So
I may have had about 7, I think.
Yeah, that's the part that I think a lot of people don't realize is like how little practice you get before you're thrown into competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very different.
So the faster you can get in the mindset, the better.
Let's see it.
You're missing out, or are you? Because guess what? You're at home. You're enjoying it, or you're here in the building. Our first battle of the great
That's volume again.
But the funny thing is, this is where you'll see like when someone like you're going against Ryan Turk, like you don't get talked about. You know, it's all about Turk. You know.
Here we go. Ryan Turk, Jonathan Hurst. Ryan Turk in that Rain X Toyota GR Corolla Rockstar Pilot transitions into that second outside zone. He's going against the #1 qualifier.
So are you cutting line to keep up, or is that just like out of habit?
Yeah, I cut line a little bit. Yeah.
Dude, that freaking transition was a trip right there.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't hit him.
Yeah, that was
my in-car footage. My in-car footage was pretty gnarly for that.
Yeah.
Put down a good qualifying run, but to be able to repeat it consistently throughout the event, which is what's required for success.
Like snaps to angle without even applying much weight transfer.
Over and over in the lead position, positioning his car perfectly on every outside zone. Could have been a foot deeper on outside zone 3. All right, so I was wrong.
Woo.
In the chase position, Jonathan Hurst.
That is a wild transition, man.
He's staying from start to finish. Let's watch it from the drone. You can see there's a
car did what you asked it to do.
Transition, beautiful.
So, you still switching to that XLR or what?
I don't know. Everyone keeps telling me not to. So
I don't know, man. It looks like you're coming into your own in this 46, dude.
I know. We'll see.
Yeah.
A little too long, but he managed to stay out of Brian's way, which is important. You can see
I feel like it would be easier to reel in sponsors and stuff with that. It puts you in kind of a different category as far as you're driving a different vehicle, but there's not exactly like a cult following behind the car.
Which one?
The XLR.
The Cadillac?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a huge cult following for
Really?
Cadillac. Oh, hell yeah.
But the XLR specifically?
I don't know about the XLR, but remember that? What was it like? I want to say 2016. SEMA was like half Cadillacs. Maybe it was 2016. I don't remember what year.
When they came out with like the...
Yeah, like half of them. Dude, these Cadillacs are all over the place. There's for sure like a big community for that.
It's not my community.
Yeah, the Boomer boy. Nice. So are you trying to go faster in this run, you think? You're like not hitting the points you hit earlier.
Nope, I just I knew I couldn't outrun him, so I just wanted to focus on my run.
I would argue your run before was you hit your marks better though. This one's seems like you're trying to get through it faster.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to. I mean, it's not that far off, you know, from every lap I was doing. It was a little off though.
Yeah, but I feel like when you get to that last foot, it's a game of inches.
I'm trying, Jeff.
No, you're doing great.
Outside zone 3, Turk is well positioned. This drone should give us a good indication of what happened. Turk is right there. It looked like.
So right when this happened, I was thinking to myself, God damn it, the Sorensen situation all over again.
Right? Yeah. So in your opinion, what happened during the hit?
In all honesty, dude, I drove the exact same the whole weekend, and Jeff will probably tell you this, but I got on throttle at the inner clip every single spot at the exact same spot. It might have been a little later than some guys, but no one else had hit me, and honestly, after the event, like I went to give Ryan props, and like he wasn't having it, you know, so
Really?
Like I could tell that he was kind of, sour about it. But once again, like I'm not a judge, so like it's not my fault they judged it the way they did.
Yeah.
Two, once I seen another footage of it, like he just straight up came in a little fast and hit me. Like that's just all there is to it. Like everyone else that chased me there, you could tell that they slowed down before the interclip, and he kind of transitioned and didn't really slow down.
Yeah.
So that's a great actual point that you just said. It's like you can be upset at the outcome of the weekend. You can be upset at the judges' calls. But it's not like you're upset at the other driver or upset at the judges themselves. You're just upset at the situation, right? So like right now, Ryan's probably pissed off at you, but he'll get over it.
If he would have hit me and not in my front wheel, and we could have kept going, that would have been great. He could have pushed me across the finish line, whatever. But
yeah, for sure.
I mean, he just so happened to hit me right where if you watch my I think I have the in-car footage of it. Like I tried to put more steering input to not spin out,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he thinks that I tried to stage that or something. I don't know, but I just told him I was like,
I mean,
well,
you
should
can
have
see
just
you're
watched
back on
all my
throttle
runs.
already. Honestly, I felt like everyone that followed me that weekend was going to hit me through there. Every single time I came through there, because you can see the nose of the other car, and so you're trying to pick up throttle. And this is funny
if
because
you pick up throttle too early through there, you'll go to the wall.
You mean like what? Towards the tire wall?
Like if you pick up the throttle or before that interclip, then it was really hard to have a good swing out.
Mm-hmm.
They spent a lot of time debating this here, didn't they?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well,
but
that's a very tough call. You got to make sure it's right.
Yeah,
because this pretty much decides the whole battle at this point. Like it literally throws away everything else, and this is win or lose.
Yep. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah. See.
I saw it differently. Yep.
Lontang wanted old Turk.
So again, I feel like the judges.
But you know what? Even for that whole battle though, I'm still kind of pumped on my driving on it. I was kind of at a disadvantage because I think of the tire size. I was on the smaller tires, so obviously I had.
Oh yeah, you were on a 255, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're on a 255.
So I drove.
That should be
drove
noted.
a shallower angle to keep up. I drove
I
had to drop differently to stay on him.
Do you think that helped with your lead runs?
Not really, because I feel like that tire has more grip than other tires I've been on in the past.
That's rad.
So, I don't really think that matters.
Did you see him hit you, or were you just looking at the wall?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to him. I just was trying to go, and I got hit. I'm not looking behind me at all there.
Gotcha. I tell people that I don't care what's happening behind me, but over the weekend I actually noticed that I am paying way more attention than I thought that I was.
Yeah,
I don't. Why I was trying.
I don't at all. I learned back in the day, if you just focus on you in the lead, it does so much better than worrying about what the chase driver does.
I think maybe it's a bad
because I'll go and
I'll
go and drive at all these fun events, with a bunch of people that aren't as good as me, and then I'll chase them super close just because it's good practice. But they always will mess up their first time or something because I get behind them. They're like, "Oh man, Jonathan's chasing me," and so they think too much about it. And I just try to tell them do not think about me, just focus on your run, and then if you see me at the corner of your eye, don't worry about it. Just do your transition the way you would.
Rational thoughts invading the process once again.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're more concerned about who's chasing you and whatnot. I'm just listening to the other car, and I feel like my peripherals are kind of trying to be very aware of the surroundings. So I'm not looking back at the other car the way you do when we're racing the sim, because Andy will legit be looking back at me.
Oh yeah.
I definitely noticed there was a few guys where I could peripherally see and hear their car. I would be just passing the interclip and I would see them running the interclip over or notice them right there.
Yeah, you'd see them dive in out of that peripheral vision, that corner of your eye.
And depending on the car, you'd usually hear them. If Jonathan's car is behind me, I'm hearing his ass.
Yep.
That thing's popping and banging like crazy behind me.
Yeah.
I forget what round it was. Probably Washington. I'm like, is my car broken?
Speaking
no,
of
that's
which,
just his dumb ass.
Your car did
Dude,
your car make pops and bangs this weekend? Or
what, mine?
Yeah, did it? Was it popping?
Yeah, yeah. It's actually pretty loud.
Oh, okay.
It's just not. It wasn't in the live stream so much though.
Oh, okay.
But what's funny that Jeff said that is like King Gucci chased me, or I was chasing him or something. I don't know exactly how it was, but it was at Washington, and he had that anti-lag set up on it, and I didn't know. He sometimes they ran it, sometimes they didn't, and it was last year when he had the V6 set up, and I so thought my car broke because he did that anti-lag, and it sounded horrible, and I just so thought something broke on my car. But it was his car just running like some nasty anti-lag.
Yep, that's what you do to others. Ruining others, bro. That's funny. What? We got camera malfunctions?
The other one.
Nice.
Yeah.
No one's going to see us
Dude,
now.
y'all are slacking.
Bro, we're always slacking.
We have 3 other cameras.
We're not trying to pick up the
but
pace
that's
at
our
all.
only
There's
good,
a GoPro.
It's our only good camera, you know?
Yep.
So
we've got a camera from the 90s here. I don't know what this one's from.
This one's like a mid-2000s.
Mid-2000s, a GoPro.
And this one's like a
6
fresh
or
one.
something.
And that's the
oh,
one.
the 2020 is the broken one?
That's the one that we don't own. That's my girlfriend's camera.
Nice. It's broken. Anyways, all right. Next run.
Next.
Yep.
Next.
He beats Turk.
Next. I gotta pee like a mofo, so I'm gonna play this and go pee real quick.
Get it going.
I'm
so
gonna
now,
turn the volume down this time. I actually remembered. Look
there
at that.
you go. We're up against Rome. So how are you feeling going up against Rome? And you're in the Final Four. That was your first grade 8, by the way, right?
When you want to play.
Yep.
Okay, first.
So actually, after beating Turk, like I was like, dude, we have a shot at like actually winning this event. So I just like tried to rethink, calm down, and was like, all right, we just really need to focus and do a good run. But the only problem was with Rome was since I was running the 255s, I was having to switch out my front. I had 2 spare front wheels, which were 9-inch wide. Mm-hmm. So I was switching those out in competition to run lower tire pressures like against Turk. Well, after Turk, the battles got a lot closer, so we weren't able to switch out my front wheels quick enough, so I had to run my wide wheels, and I'd already DB'd once in practice with them. So, and it wasn't even that low a tire pressure. And then so I had to run higher tire pressure with Rome, which I was like, okay, it's not going to be too bad, but I knew he was on a wider tire, same tire though. So I was kind of concerned.
Probably predicting he's going to be faster than, right?
Yeah, exactly. But for him to be faster, but I had to run higher tire pressure, so I was like in a lose-lose situation, I thought.
Yep.
So I was like, and he was driving really good too, so I was just like, I'll do my best to keep up, and then hopefully I can win it over in the lead and just do another really good lead lap, right? Uh-huh. But obviously I bonked the lead lap just a little too much, but it was definitely because I didn't have the grip that I had before. So I could definitely tell a difference on the wider wheels with more tire pressure versus small wheels with lower tire pressure.
What was the difference of the rims, of the wheels? Like 1 inch?
10.5 versus 9-inch.
Gotcha. Okay, so inch and a half, so you're stretched out on your 255.
So I was super stretched out, yeah.
And are you guys taking into account for track temp throughout the day? Or is that not a factor for you because you don't check your shots anyways?
Well, we do think about the track temp change. But at that point, it didn't matter. I knew what pressure I had to run. I just didn't want to DB what I did in practice, and I already knew what pressure that was. So I just knew not to go, try to run that same pressure.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I didn't want to lose on a DB.
So he's running different wheels in this battle.
The last thing I wanted to do is DB on it.
He had to air up. Mm. And all
right. Unfortunately.
And then, so you're hyped for this. You're thinking you're going to walk right through here.
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be a good battle. Every time I go to the line, I never think that I'm going to whoop someone, but I always know that.
You just said you were sending everyone to the trailer. Now you're up against Rome, and you're backpedaling.
That is not what I said.
He said he enjoys sending them to the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah. He didn't say he's going to send them.
Okay. All right, let's watch this battle.
Mm-hmm. On it, we saw him take down that number 1 qualifier, Ryan Turk. Or take
damn you, volume adjustment thing.
We'll get it one day. Oh my goodness.
There we go. Perfect.
And here we go. Rome will lead.
Rome is dipping off the line.
Yeah, Rome was
he was fast.
On the
Rome was the fastest car I chased off the line.
Rome's car is pretty narrow too.
He was on 285s, I think, Rome.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
same tires.
35 series, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whew. So the side bite's probably not that great, especially for Cash in this situation.
Yeah, and also this isn't an excuse on why I lost. Like Rome was driving good.
Oh yeah,
you know,
dude,
it wasn't.
This lead run by him is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He hits like the
great.
marks perfectly. Look at that zone.
Yep.
Probably could got some more
like
angle going from 1 to 2.
My
but
spotter was like, my spotter was like, hey, just try to do a good lead run. Like maybe we get a one more time out of it if he does a good chase. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a crazy solid lead.
Because I had to chop the line right there. You know.
Yeah, that is. I would like to see this lead compared to Ryan's qualifying lead. I would just say Rome doesn't have a lot of angle though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell with the front wheels there. Not a ton of angle there. Okay, he was off like by a foot there. That one's good.
Pretty good angle through
zone
there.
2 and 3 is like perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep.
So you're like, all right, I can just put it one more foot in the wall on 1, and I'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stuff your bumper.
That's not what we're thinking.
Stuff your bumper into all those zones.
So your strategy, as long as I do a better lead, I'm good.
That's what That's how we were kind of going through the weekend, except for with Turk.
Thank you, Ryan. Some great insight throughout top 16. Going in here to the final 4. Who's going to the finals?
One of us.
Yep.
Freaking
See,
Jones.
what was good was everyone was really slow out of the chicane, but when me and Rome could come firing out of it usually. I don't, obviously, after I hit the cone, but...
Yep, you're slow crawling. Now you're going.
Jonathan Hurst, the Vitor. Both these guys on that new tire.
Boom. Ooh.
That first outside, Rome gets out of shape.
Now I make a huge bobble right there, which is why I think I should have lost.
That got you out of shape.
Yeah, Jonathan Hurst went hard, but I don't know if it affected.
The only thing that sucks is Rome spun out right there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what was questionable to me, but
that's
I did
a very interesting technical call here.
It is.
Yeah, so on the run-up, though, I did kind of like, it was weird. It's not that I fully misshifted, but like, I don't know, it was something weird on the run-up. So after the battle and that he won, like, I thought that was the right call anyways, because I don't want to win off of like a bad run-up, you know, because that's what starts the run.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So but in the video, though, you don't even tell.
There's a huge technicality here that could be argued to death. So it did look like you had a second handbrake pull or something. I saw your rear wheels do something earlier on initiation, and then you hit the wall. So I'm assuming they gave you a 0 for this, then, right? You got
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I wasn't
so you
too.
Hit,
I hit the wall harder than that. You should.
And so Rome is unable to follow you.
Yeah.
Right. He's still in drift, but he spins.
Yeah.
So technically, he would be at a 0. But because Rome had a bobble,
I think Rome should still be able to maintain drift, though,
but
right?
so Rome spins, right? And so
yeah, I don't know, tough decision, but
I mean, in the section
like at
that
the same time,
spun, though,
did you attempt to protest at all?
No, not at all.
I guarantee you,
I feel like
RTR team, they're protesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe, but the thing is, I feel like I hit the wall too hard. We're told not to hit the wall that hard. I hit it pretty hard.
There's a trunk flying at Rome, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I went wheel deep. You know, we've already talked about how much crush zone my car has compared to yours, Jeff. Like if you would have put that much of your car, you would have totaled it.
If Rome didn't spin, would they have judged the run in the entirety, or would they have zeroed it right after the hit?
They probably would have. They probably would have judged it, but the problem is they probably would have said that it doesn't matter that Rome messed up so bad because they put me at fault for it. And also, Rome zeroed before that. He zeroed on the transition. You don't see it because he's in my smoke on, but
you see it.
His wheels are counter steered, trying not to hit the wall.
Yeah.
So it's actually,
and rightfully so. I think he zeroed before, and that ends the battle. I think he zeroes because I hit the wall, and that should zero it out. Him spinning shouldn't be even any part of the call.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I guess the judges are staring at replays, and they're not giving us replays?
Pretty much.
Your car looks okay, man. It took it pretty damn good.
Yeah, it actually took it extremely well.
They'd rather show us the wave.
Yeah. Want to watch it, one of us?
What's that?
His run.
Again?
Yeah. So how much damage did your car take internally?
Just the bash bar a little bit and the one tail light. The trunk, I broke an arrow catch latch with the trunk spawn.
Initiation again.
See, I wonder how they would have judged it had Rome chased you just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? That's like the weird predicament we always
get
into. Because, yeah, you lost the bumper or the hatch or trunk.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we watched other people lose trunks. And I'm sure that has happened multiple times throughout the whole weekend.
We watch hatches fly out.
Hatches, all kinds of stuff, right? And had Rome chased it, I wonder how they would have judged it.
I don't know. The thing is, the way I look at it is Rome did try to chase it. So he didn't just give up, and it was a tough situation.
I mean, it
you know?
really didn't affect you.
He did almost
as much
run
as
over
I
your
would
trunk.
think so.
That's a trip, though. How close he got to the
Yeah,
trunk right
I'm
there.
just-
You see that?
I'm just surprised your whole
Watch
front
the
end didn't
trunk
go into the
just
thing.
Boom,
yeah.
boom,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Rome's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, no, Rome did a great job avoiding your trunk.
Yeah.
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 Hell, that's $1,000 trunk. I'm
He
glad
was-
that he.
That's
That's
Yeah.
$1,000
I'll let
trunk.
him
Don't
win.
run it over.
Yeah, he was thinking about your budget for next year.
Yeah.
He's like, no,
Yeah.
I can't ruin that. That's HTK.
Did you feel like you had this when you were going into outer one, or did you already know you were hitting?
I already knew I was hitting.
Yeah, as soon as you initiated, you're
I
like,
just
oh, I'm
stayed
hitting.
pinned. Yeah. Well, yeah, about right where the tires start to go. I already knew. I was like, yep. So I just stayed in it, you know.
Yeah, I had a hit on media day on outer 3 in the judges tower, and I didn't think I was going to hit. I was full throttle behind Osbo. I thought we were both setting good, but I was like in his smoke line, and I guess a little bit further back than I thought.
Yep.
And I hit the freaking zone, hit the wall. It was pretty sketch, you know? Like, it's totally different when you know you're going to hit versus when you have no idea you're going to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, crap.
That's like when with my battle with Odie, I hit zone 3, but I didn't think I was really going to hit, you know.
So overall, outside of your own awesome runs over the weekend, how did you feel about Formula D and the judging and the calls that went down with everyone else?
I don't know. I think it's basically kind of the same as it has been. I think that there's still questionable calls. I think that the technology coming into it is cool and is good for the sport, but I think some of it's still got to be narrowed down a little bit on the technology side of stuff.
You had Robbie Nishida come in as a judge.
Yep.
Do you think that impacted it
I
in
do
any way?
Yeah, I do think that's good, though, that they're changing up the judges. Like they're going to, rotate out.
And he talked during top 32.
Mm-hmm.
And then
For sure.
Kane did top 16, I guess.
That was cool.
Yep.
So, but you didn't see any major changes from the judging? You didn't see Nishida going one way and the other guys going another way?
Well, I did see Nishida go one way, it seemed like, more often. And that might be more of the driver's side of him, because he used to be a driver. But
what way was that?
I really need to go back and watch more of the competition, that from top 16.
Wait, have you even watched it yet?
I've watched several battles, and at first, I would kind of question the judging, but then after I really dug deep into it and rewatched the runs, and I was like, I actually could kind of see where they're coming from. So it seemed like it was better.
Yeah, that's I think I said this before. It's they're not necessarily wrong. It's just, do you see it as a lead driver comp or a chase driver's comp? Meaning, do you put more weight on the lead driver or more weight on the chase driver?
Well, I will say they're putting a ton of weight on the lead driver.
Yes. Yep.
Which I get that that's good in a way, but at the same time, I don't know how you guys feel about the Osbo and field battle, but
well, let's observe
that's
that.
super
That's what we wanted to
questionable
look
to me.
at.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that.
Mm-hmm. That's up
Since
here
you brought it up.
It's... Well, we've already watched this one.
Oh.
We already watched that
Well, now you want to clean house.
Hey, shut up, bro. You're always making fun of me. Jeff's always over here talking smack.
Cash, you got anything to drink over there, bro? What do you got going on?
Nope, I don't. I'm sick.
That's sad. Oh, you're sick?
Yep.
Did you get the corones, bro? The vids?
He's got the Long Beach
I hope I
Corona.
didn't.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's because I kissed him at Long Beach.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Absolutely.
was. Yeah.
Frederick Osbo will lead. Matt
Forgot to turn it down
Osbo,
again.
Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota.
Here we go.
Super on Nitto
I love the
Tire.
gold. Gold's awesome.
Eat
Bam!
It is very gold.
Freaking black wheels.
Very shiny.
Damn,
I don't
it's-
know, right? Oh,
Tough call there.
it is.
You know.
I need to see more angles. I've only seen a couple angles. We have another angle from a fan or from somebody on Facebook as well.
Yep. I seen that angle as well.
Yeah.
The Rob Dom angle?
Is that Rob Dom?
Rob Dom?
Rob Dom? Rob Domamon?
I wonder when
So
Rob
what's y'all-
Dom's
what's
going to get
y'all's-
into drifting.
So what's
He's a
y'all's
YouTuber.
opinion?
You know, when I saw it in person, I thought it was Matt's fault when I saw it in person.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't gotten the chance to analyze it over and over yet. When I was there, I know that they said the light came on and they just stuck with the data. I was trying to, I made it to top 8 the other day, and then I fell
Here's your
asleep.
light right here. So
Right?
boom,
Bam.
right there.
Like it blinks red and then goes green.
But
So my thing about it is, I didn't know about the light like you said at first in person. You know, in person I watch it, I'm like, oh, cool that Oswald's probably gonna win this, and then they said something about a light. The problem is it put the judges in I feel like in a situation that even if they felt Matt was gonna spin before that, like I think that the light makes them hold to what they have to hold to.
Yeah,
they have to say.
I saw your Facebook statement also.
that is such a
Yeah,
light
so I feel like that's
touch.
the situation though.
Watch
Yeah,
the rear end of his car on the
so-
wall. It's the lightest touch.
No, but go ahead and say your statement you put on Facebook because you actually said it very well, and I appreciate that.
I just at first was like, you want me to talk about what my opinion was like, because the light goes red with Osmo, but the light doesn't go red when I hit the wall, and I feel like I hit the wall way harder than Osmo did. But I guess the way Ryan was saying was the angle he hit it at, and maybe he did lift, and there was a slight decel at that point. But the thing is, with the technology we're adding into this, like, if they did not put this blame on Osbo and they said it was Matt's fault, if they say it was Matt's fault, and then later on you see that the light came on, everybody is going to be so harsh on, well, why didn't you put Osbo at fault? His light came on. Why are you not going to use this technology that you're incorporating? Like, why even have it if you're not going to use it?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like they made the right call on that. Like, it sucks, but
You think they made the political right call, but technically might be wrong?
yes, because yes and no. Because if you sit there and watch
No,
that,
I think you're
it
totally
almost-
right when you go to the masses of the fans. So I'm watching this right now. You're watching it too, right? So watch his
Yep.
lights. It goes. I think that the hold on real quick. I believe that the green lights have 3 stages, right? It's
Yep.
like the bottom,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
middle, and then the top.
Yep.
So watch his
Yep.
lights. It goes. We're like full green, right? They're gonna come down 1 step. So right now we're mid green,
right?
We're
Yep.
like halfway.
I saw it come down.
Just before he hits, it goes full green, then red. You would think, but I guess this is happening in fractions of a second, that it would like drop down in green and then go red. Watch, mid green, full green, red, back to
Yep.
almost full green. So
Hmm.
maybe it's 4 stages of green.
Maybe when he hit the wall that he did lift him.
That's it's such a blip of going to red. Like this is
I know.
Kevin Wells technicality. Like
What
You'd
do
have to-
Matt's lights do?
Like, what do the mile an hour change? Does
Can't
it
really
go
see.
from 54 miles an hour down to 52, 50 in that blink of a second.
Well, you know what? Now that I watch it, though, wait, go back just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of understand, because if you watch Matt's lights, his lights go out before Osbo's light goes red. So
Yeah.
he's, he knows something. See?
Yeah.
So he knows something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Well, maybe they just made the right call altogether.
Does he know something's happening, or does he think he's attacking too fast?
Yeah, I don't know, because I've been in that situation.
What
I
would
don't
we
know.
say if
I don't
there
know
was
what the right
no
answer is.
lights, right? If we're watching this run and there are no lights, let's watch it in full speed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just watch it a couple times.
Then
full speed.
if we watch it with no lights, I'm 100% saying Matt put us up in a bad spot. Because now last year, I know you're going to say, well, this went your way last year and you was in the chase. But the problem is Osbo's not throwing massive angle. He's not going past the zone.
Matt does a
He's in the
interesting
zone.
rotation right there.
He does.
Exactly,
It almost
I know.
looks like he's spinning before Osbo even hits.
Yeah, he like swoops.
Exactly.
Because like he hits the brakes and it almost looks like you see him hit front brake right
It was the top view.
there.
That
You
showed
see
me
that
something
front
interesting.
brake,
Yep,
and I think that's what sets him into the spin. Because if you watch like
100%. That's what I said too. But
yeah,
then
so
you watch it, like, is he adjusting because
front brake
Osbo's hitting the
hits
wall,
and
though?
he's already on his way around.
Oh, he's left foot braking for sure, right? You can see
It's
some
hard to
smoke from the
tell,
front
man.
wheels. Am I seeing smoke from the front wheels?
right
Yeah,
there.
see a
Yeah.
little puff?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly.
But is
that's
he
what sent
hitting
him
the
around.
left foot brake because Osbo slows down because he's in the marbles and he hit the wall?
Yeah.
What? Let's watch the top view real
Yeah.
quick. Watch the
yeah,
spin.
and in that sense, you know.
Watch the spin in the
But
top
I mean, in
view.
that sense, is it the lead driver's fault? Like he's where he's supposed to be, and he's in the
My
marbles.
only
no,
other thing is,
that was
if you watch that run in qualifying and Osbo lays that run down, what do you qualify on that?
Yeah.
High, super high. You know,
Yeah.
you're not saying it's unchaseable.
There was a different top view I wanted to see. It almost seemed like
I think it was too far back, but I want to see this one in slow mo because I want to see where Osbo hit the wall there.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cash. Like, if we watch that run in qualifying, this is one of the top freaking runs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You're like,
100%.
damn, he just put it in the wall a little bit. That was amazing. Like, he just touched the back bumper, not a crash bar. There was another view we
Yeah,
just
it's hard to
watched
see.
where it showed Matt do something funny. Is there another? Because there's another view.
drone view, but it's I think it's
Go back some. I think it was
it's gonna
before
be
all
back.
this.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a tough call that will never
Here's
be
the
right.
one. Yeah, yeah.
This one, yep. See the quick rotation that Matt gets?
I know it's already started
Yep.
right there.
Yeah, this is definitely like a call that'll just never be the right call. The perfect storm.
So weird.
I'd almost say you could just go shared fault.
I mean, if there was no light,
It's gonna be Matt's fault.
I would just put it on Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without the technology, it just
Yeah.
goes to Matt.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
And I will just put it on record. I'm voting for freaking Matt to win,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. Same.
I'm a big Matt fan. The dude freaking rips, kicks ass. Let's hop on a new tire, just doing all things freaking badass and right. But right there, I don't know. Without the light, I blame it on Matt.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the light, I mean, the light is just putting on some. I don't want to say false information. It's the truth, I guess.
But
But you got to look at the data
Yeah.
and see what the data actually said.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of
for
the
sure.
word to describe it, but it's the thing that definitely affects your decision. And you can't ignore it after you've seen it. You know.
So, I mean, I really
Exactly.
wish that this information was public knowledge, right? Like, could at least the drivers see what happened to
The
to
data there.
Osbo? Like, what did he go from? Did he go from 54 miles an hour to 53 to 50?
Yeah, that would
Did he
be
go down to
cool.
40 and then back up real
If you
quick?
could see all the
like,
data.
look at that light. It
Yeah.
goes from full green
Yeah.
to red back to full green.
Yep.
How does it
Yep.
not taper down and then taper up? Like, what
Yeah.
was the? Did it do what they wanted it to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely no right decisions there. That's that goes either way, and half of everyone's mad, and half everyone's happy no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said Cash said it right Like if they didn't go with the light, then everyone would just bitch and say, "Oh, why do we have a light if we're not going to use it?"
Yeah. Yep.
So
100%.
yeah. Let's Cash, you got some more time? You want to watch some more qualifying runs? You want to watch James Dean's qualifying?
Yeah, I can.
Yay! I like Cash.
We know he's falling asleep on Kentucky.
I know.
Yep. Let's bring up.
All right.
How deep into this are we?
As far as how many battles we've watched right
how
now?
much time have we been into this?
Oh, we didn't watch the other angle.
There's another. Oh, Rob Dom angle.
Let's watch this angle real quick.
Am I saying that? Is it Rod Dom?
Just
Robbie Dom?
Just Rob Dom.
Rob Dom. What?
Yeah, I think Matt just got too much angle, wasn't able to save it.
Yeah. I mean,
Osmo definitely, I guess, hits, but
looks like a lot of people got that angle.
how many other people got through there and didn't do what Matt did?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I wish we had Matt's point of view, because remember the battle with him and Dylan, and everyone felt like it was Matt's fault, and then then Matt put up his point of view, and you could clearly see it was Dylan's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was in Washington last year.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's all perspective. Would like to see Matt's perspective.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yep.
So that one's gone.
Oh, then we got that other crash battle right there with Turk and Jonathan.
You want to do qualifying first? You want to watch?
Sure, just jam through.
Crash battle. Okay, Mr. James Dean.
Jimmy
Kitchen are
Dean.
sharing
Did you
a
think he was
car.
going to come in and kill it?
But notably, James Dean.
Yeah,
he's looking-
he kills it no
I
matter
knew
what.
he was
It
going to come
seems
in and
like.
kill it.
Yep.
Oh, look, we got the new live data.
Yeah, this is the one with the data that didn't exactly work properly.
It's kind of working, not really.
Well, he's going faster than 30 when it says he's going 30. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, it's a new software, new program, and it's a lot more complicated than we think it is. So
It's cool they're trying.
we're not even smart enough to know what's going wrong here with the data. I feel like I feel like it's like 10 to 20 miles per hour off, and then it'd just be accurate,
See, that rate to angle's freaking really good.
Yeah, that is actually, yeah.
He hits the outside zone 3, though, super late. He doesn't stay out 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Super late.
Yep.
So let's go back to...
But you know
Mercedes
what?
late.
It honestly seemed like as long as you got close to the wall in zone 3, they didn't care where. You just had to get near the wall to get the points.
I feel like it was more weight on 2
I hated
than
that.
3. So
Yeah.
look at his rate to angle's good. Initiation point is on the 1. But look at where he picks up throttle. Not yet. Bam, right there.
Yeah, it is late.
So that's super late on
That
picking up
is.
throttle.
Yeah.
So you see that little manhole back there? This was my target. I'll show you where my target was. Right there. Oh, no.
I see the manhole, though. It's right behind the car right now.
Yeah. Can I get it?
Yeah, just
Right.
pause it a little earlier. Do it.
Hey, someone said
No,
someone
that's-
hit the wall
that's the
super
white
hard
line.
in the chicane. Who was it?
I have no idea. In the chicane? I know Rome blew
Yeah, they
his
said they
trunk
just
off.
drove right into it.
Oh, I don't know. No, that manhole is my target. The one on the ground right there.
Oh, okay.
That was my pickup throttle
Oh, well, that's
target.
kind of late.
You think that's late?
For picking up
No,
throttle?
that's where I picked up throttle, though.
No, I'd say that's average.
But that's where, that's where James picks up, it looks like.
No. Watch his So that's the target, right? He picks it up like 10 feet after that. Right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he picks it up
Never mind.
super late.
But that's just because he's entering super fast.
He's like maybe rolling on it. Yeah. So this is pretty good. Not
I mean, it set him up perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He's only got an inch on the wall.
I'd say 3.
I'm just gonna say 4.
I don't know. He was closer before
Right
that.
to
It's
angle.
close, though.
Right to
Yeah.
angle's awesome.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
like
but he's
what?
offline right here.
This is
Yeah.
like a foot and a half, 2
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's midline in it through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, super late.
Super late. Yep.
So look, he doesn't
But
pick
they
it up
still
until
gave him
the
the
end.
points.
Yeah.
Yep. They still give him the points, though, because he got near the wall at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That happened on a lot of drivers, though.
And then what is it, like a foot off of that?
Yep.
This is just where it's hard to judge stuff. I judge our series for Hot Pit, and it's like I always tell people, judges are gonna definitely be off by probably 4 points.
Yeah.
Plus or minus 2, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to be perfect on every freaking thing? This is why I like line angle style. It's so much easier.
Yeah, it's
So you're trying to pick up all the
not
angle,
fun.
all the style.
It's
all
hard
this...
to be consistent.
Yeah. I think Cash had a better run.
Yeah, but my name's not James Dean.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like 2 feet off of that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Way late to pick up throttle.
Yeah. I don't think he's driving it 100% yet, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first one, but...
That just shows, though, how good he is.
Badass.
He's only got, like,
he's freaking killing it for being in this car.
Yeah.
You know, we're sitting here picking it apart, but I'm not picking it apart because of him driving. I'm picking it apart because of the judging and where they're at.
Yeah,
he is absolutely killing it right now for only being,
that's
a
insane.
few laps in.
Especially that
whole new setup.
Yeah, everything he's driven has been very different from that leading up.
He's crushing it.
Has he ever driven like a V8 car, or has he all been turbo the whole time?
He drove a V8 car for Drift Week.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, primarily he's driving turbo 2JZ powered
2J,
stuff.
yep.
So ideally this should be
chassis.
I'd say this should be easier, but I don't think these cars drive as easy as other V8s.
No. They drive super
Ask Chelsea
pick another
about that. Chelsea'd rather be in a 46.
Want to grab another?
Yeah, Chelsea hates it.
All right, here's Matt's qualifying. And so Matt spun on the first one, right?
I think this is where he spun.
And qualified early.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Matt's qualifying run. Good right to angle. Pick up. No. A little late handbrake. Nice.
Whoa. Looks like the car was loose.
Dude, he was going for it.
Looks like the car was kind of loose, though. It looks like they loosened up the setup for qualifying. It didn't look like aggressively fast like I'm used to seeing, Matt's cars look, Y'all got a replay?
You're saying his car looks slow?
Right here, yeah, it doesn't look that fast. Like, look at the initiation. He's kind of like timid on getting on throttle. It doesn't look very fast right there, and then all of a sudden it's like it just didn't have the grip there. It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's hard for me to tell how fast he's going to run up the perspective.
Matt said he'd come on, so we'll get him on eventually, and we will bug him as to
the next one?
What happened there. Yeah, let's blow through these guys. Let's get him. What do we got here? Who is this?
Glad I brought my beanie.
Adam LZ running that RTR vehicle.
What's this LZ guy?
Okay. Is this his first run or second run?
Mr. I'm more popular than Formula Drift.
Oh, he's more popular than most.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? They FD did like a highlight video from after the event, and I don't even make the highlight video, but they put LZ in it.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Why would you not?
This is your Hollywood celebrity of Formula Drift.
So he had a big hit during practice, so that's hard to shake
Yeah,
off.
huge.
Yeah.
He's being timid there.
Yeah. Almost did the same thing there. Yeah, Westies is saying he watched a bunch of his stuff, and it just looked like he was having trouble catching the car on transition, like it just transitioned too fast, went to angle too quick.
Yeah.
So he had
also,
a big wreck.
Adam's car doesn't even have the fix. Like they fixed they have like a steering problem that they haven't been able to fix, and then James Dean came up with a fix for it, and they haven't done it to Adam's car yet.
I saw James's recap video. He said they tried it and they didn't like it, so they went back to the way it was.
Oh.
Whatever the fix was, and this could be all miscommunication because I just watched a video and also saw Chelsea's video. So.
Was it over centering or what was it doing?
The video that they said, the video that they said was James tried a different power steering fluid, and they went back to the old fluid, but they're running the new pump that James brought over.
Oh, just fluid?
Yeah.
So watching Adam's run, do you think he would have spun had he not just lifted? It seems like his spin almost made him, or his throttle almost made him spin.
Yeah. If he would have pedaled it a little bit, even if on.
I think he could have pedaled it and saved it.
Yeah, he's definitely very throttle happy.
Who knows?
Well, he just wrecked, so he's probably scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you got to wonder if he'd lifted, if it would have been better or worse.
It's like he's living like a NASCAR driver right there. You know.
Was that the last
You
run?
spin, you throttle in. No, we got more. I'm just going back to Cash, so we have
some Cash.
We're not just talking to a blank screen here.
Yeah. We got to figure out pitcher in pitcher, so we never lose Cash.
You're right. That would be nice.
Restart
That'd be nice.
Well, what I need is 2 monitors that I can record both monitors, and then I can record Cash on one and record this on the other. And then,
just up the game.
Well, I do need another monitor for the sim because it's really hurting my neck looking up diagonally at this thing. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird on the sim. Yeah, it hurts my neck. All right, so Turkey and Castro.
Got a clean start. Here we go. Toyota.
We're making some.
That's awesome right to angle. See, he gets on it really fast.
Caribbean Turkey right here.
Gangster.
Dude. Yeah, he was shredding.
Wide. Gangster.
Yep.
Just gangster everywhere.
This really just shows how, like, the competition, Castro can just pull that out of his bag,
Mm-hmm. Castro is the man at pulling random acts of crazy tandems out of his bag, to be honest.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that guy just turns it up to 10/10, and he's like, that run that he did with James Dean at OSW is like one of the craziest chases of the past, 5 years we've seen.
Yeah. Well, if I'm Castro, the best thing to do is take out another top dude, Toyota dude,
like you did with Turk there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that whole bumper under his car, or did it put itself back together?
I think it put itself back together. They got these self-healing bumpers now. Yeah. New technology.
Man, I was stuck on looking at Turk, but yeah, Castro does a pretty good chase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
He doesn't chop the line too much.
Nope.
They both got short cars, so.
Yep. Like that's
So he's really laying down a lead run very similar to that of which
don't short him on the aggressiveness either, but just aggressive though,
Yep.
Let's get to the dirty Burke.
Good job, Castro.
Where's the dirty stuff? Show me the dirty stuff.
Here we go.
Bam.
Here we go.
Castro's car looks small compared to Turk's.
It does.
I know.
Nice. Oh, see, that's on throttle early.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oof, that's nice from Castro.
Sending it.
Whoa!
Bam!
Oh, and then they park it next to each other.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Like they'd be sitting at the dealership together.
Yeah.
That's insane.
See, had Castro made that, he would have been on a heater.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was looking good.
Yeah, that was really looking good.
And
it wasn't too far.
A little too long.
Yeah, just that tiny little bit, and all of a sudden you're in that situation.
Yeah. And this is what I was talking about earlier. That second wall, if you hit that one,
you end up like this.
That's the worst wall to hit. Like if you hit one, you can save it. If you hit 3, you can save it. If you hit 2, that's what happens. Because even if you miss the tire, you're probably hitting 3.
Take a little time machine back to 2022 and ask Matt Field about that.
Yeah.
Him ping-ponging off that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately missed him, and I think.
Dang.
Fortunately, I think it looks like.
Okay. Next. Let's fire through them. We are already at
drives away.
2 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Fire, bro.
I'm doing 1 or 2 more.
All right.
Fire. We got 4 more.
We got 4 more, so you can hop out. So
what
James Dean and Dan Stuckey. I believe this is the first battle that leads to their one more time.
That's right.
Well, you brought up Stuckey because you talked to him. Did Stuckey have anything amazing to say during the thing? I haven't even watched it yet. Well, I wasn't.
It's not.
You were doing
yet.
a podcast in my trailer.
I mean, it's not up yet.
Yeah, but it's not up yet.
Yeah.
Did he say anything amazing to you? Like he was ready to crush
it was a good chat. It was a good combo.
After I watched this, I kind of understood like the call.
I haven't seen the call or any of this yet.
So pretty even chase right there, I'd say. It wasn't impressive.
Dean threw down a hell of a lead run.
It was.
No, that was better than his qualifying.
Stuckey he was there, but he wasn't there, extremely impressive.
But he was there, chopped the line a little shallower on angle.
His car looks so much smaller compared to the Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, he's way far back there.
Back on entry.
Where you at, bro?
But here he
comes. Here's Stone one.
Hello.
Kind of missed zone 2. He's starting to catch up.
Yeah.
This is a car and a half.
Yeah.
Pretty much every step of the way here.
I'd say advantage James Dean.
Yeah.
Early
I'd say
apex it,
7-3.
went a little bit wide late.
Advantage Dean.
But Stuckey had a bit of gap here until this transition. And then he was able to miss outside zone 2 slightly, got himself in the right area.
Not a bad run, though. Like, Stuckey threw down, you know.
No,
he's
not
also
bad.
on the 255.
It's just,
Yeah, he's also on 255, which is amazing that he chooses to stick to a 275 or a 255.
Yeah, he likes it.
Here we go. Gangster initiation, major handbrake, on throttle. Kind of late on throttle.
mm-hmm.
Nice
Dean's
run.
way off the zone.
inside.
Way off the
inside.
zone.
But he's got proximity here, real nice. The cars are so big, he's got proximity on the wall and in the chase.
Yep.
Nice tap. Ooh.
Stuckey also admitted that he was about to spin right there, and he kind of got saved.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, so I didn't know that.
That was an admission by Stuckey, yeah.
Gotcha.
When did the admission happen?
During the podcast, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Unless that was before.
Oh, you
no, that
interviewed
was
him
probably after. No, we probably had a conversation.
Look,
after
Kevin
the
Wells is
podcast.
checking tires
Yeah.
for something funny. Let's see. Lead for lead. Say they're about even.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'd say Stuckey had the better chase,
So
to be honest.
he missed
Except for this mistake
outers,
at the end. Like,
or
it's
that
lead for
interclip.
lead until Stuckey makes that major mistake at the
Yeah.
end.
Yep.
But James also, his chase wasn't as good as Stuckey's, I want to say.
No, I'd say it's equivalent until right here. Now he's on his door better.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think
Yeah.
so. Oh, definitely.
I mean, I think Stuckey followed his line better. Like, James is there, but he's cutting lines like crazy. I mean, through the first hole,
Yeah.
outer
Hold
zone
on.
1 and 2, he was nowhere to be seen.
back bumper is.
Yeah, but
about-
look at outer zone 1 and 2. Look how far he is
Yeah.
off. Look at that.
Angles out. Yeah.
Angles out, way off the zone. Same thing with the zone right
Do
before
we get a
that.
side by side on this?
Hopefully. We can go back, though. But I think Stuckey had a better chase as far as following Dean's line better. And, I mean, proximity
This goes one more time, or this goes to
This
a
goes
win?
one more time. Yeah,
Is there side by side?
that's a good question. Probably not.
No side by side.
No side by side. You want to go
All
back?
right. So how?
Just keep going back. We'll get there.
Womp.
What you having for dinner, Cash?
I had Chick-fil-A earlier.
Chick-fil-A. Not bad.
It's late here.
What'd you have?
Chicken sandwich, man.
Chicken sandwich? Is that the only thing to do? You sound like I should know that by now. I don't go to Chick-fil-A, so, you know.
What?
Well, we only have like one out here in the valley where I'm at, and it's like packed. And also, like Chick-fil-A, every time I've had it, I've been like, it's all right. You
That's
know?
how I've been for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I feel like
There's
I always get it.
something
It's always
wrong with it.
cold. I've never had it at Chick-fil-A though.
Well, same thing with like
if you get it
Popeyes
in
though.
Kentucky, you'll be all right.
When you get it when it's fresh out of the fryer and it hasn't been sitting under the heat lamp for a half an hour, it's great.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
for
watch
sure.
this run
Exactly.
right quick. All right, lead for lead, kind of the same.
But Stuckey's got more angle and he's more in the zone. Like that looks better than
I
what
don't
we saw
think so.
before. Are you kidding me?
I don't think so.
He has
Yeah, that's better.
That's better, dude. He has better proximity. He's more in the outside zone and he's more matching angle.
But what did he do to get there?
You'd have to get a
Problem.
screenshot to screenshot. I think that's equivalent.
I mean,
No, it's not.
Now the angles
It's
are
not
the same.
equivalent.
Now the angle's the same.
Yeah.
Better than what he did in qualifying.
But also watch. I mean, the proximity's
all right,
not
look at-
there. James had better proximity there for sure.
And he was on the better line.
Mm-hmm.
James was on the better line here.
Oh, as far as lead run.
No, lead and chase.
Okay.
I think James has a better lead and chase right here. Like if you took a screenshot of this and a screenshot of James, I'm gonna take a photo of the freaking TV.
Do it. I want to see.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just thinking.
No one else will be able to see this, just me.
I mean, we could do side by side if we bring up 2 YouTube windows.
That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
Can you do
But
that?
I thought James also he wasn't as deep in that zone either when he was chasing. He did have the proximity, but I think he sacrificed pretty much every outside zone to get that proximity, you know?
Yeah.
Real quick, can we go back to outside zone?
I hit 0. I don't know what 0 does.
What did
what did 0 do?
What did you just do?
Oh, I just messed it all up.
You went back to the beginning.
Oh, whatever 0 does.
I don't know where we were here.
Oh, goodness. I accidentally hit the 0 key. No.
That's not it.
Yep.
Damn it, Jeff.
While you look for this, Cash, I'm going to send you these pictures real quick.
So it's going to be before that. Oh, wait, you got a picture of it. Show me where the timestamp was on the picture.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Let me see the
Oh,
picture.
man, hold on. No, there's no timestamp because I paused it.
Yes. No, it doesn't say it. It doesn't. You don't have the...
No.
Ah, you zoomed in. You
Yeah,
son of a
I
bitch.
zoomed in.
God damn it,
well,
Jeff.
Stu, it's the top 16. You can't be too far up. And he was like the number whatever qualifier. Oh, he was the number 2 qualifier, so it'd be halfway. It'd be the 8th. It'd be the 9th battle.
Okay.
Wait, top 16. Yeah, 9th battle.
Oh, I think I just had it. Is this it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So now
This might be the one more time though. Is this? No, this isn't the one more time. We just watched this. So this is Stookie chasing. So I also want to watch Stookie's sacrifice in outside zone 1 because James made a huge sacrifice in outside zone 1. I mean, Stookie did make a huge sacrifice there too, and a pretty huge sacrifice there too.
All right, hold on. Go back a little bit. I'm gonna take a photo.
Oh, you want the top?
Go
You want
back.
that top photo though, right?
No, either one.
Let's get the top.
As long as we had a comparable.
Occurred on the track. You can see
So we
James
want
Dean spraying
him
down the run that he put down in qualifying.
like right there.
I got it.
So right at the edge of the wall, Stookie is
See,
pretty close.
I don't know, man. I could build a Mustang.
You could build a Mustang.
Mustangs look pretty dope. I'm starting to like Mustangs. I don't like
No.
these Mustangs though. I like the older
No.
Mustangs.
What is wrong with you?
I don't
You
know
don't like
what's wrong with
Mustangs?
this man, but he needs to drive a Corvette.
You don't like Mustangs?
From what Chelsea tells me that he'd rather be in an E46, I don't like them.
That's suspension based though, or
That's everything.
Horsepower based.
Go ask Chelsea. I mean, I don't know. Every time I talk to
Do you
him,
have
he's
your
like,
own
he's like,
opinion and
man,
not Chelsea's
I'd
opinion?
rather be in that car.
See,
I've never
this is what
driven one, so
happens.
no, I don't have an opinion. I've never driven one.
oh,
No.
neither have I. I just think they look cool.
They do
Andy
look
has
cool.
an E46, so he's just in the
Right?
E46 bandwagon.
I know.
Yeah, and you need to keep yours. You
All
SOB.
Andy thinks is
Along-
E46s are
along
cool.
with the
They're
There are
amazing.
other
They're-
cars out there.
No, there's not.
There are other
Nope,
cars.
E30s, E46s. That's it.
Other cars
You know?
out there.
And some really junk
There's
350Zs
there's
that
a
I own.
I
30
think if you
30
can build the
46s.
Cadillac and make it good, it will accelerate your career.
I think so too. Yeah.
I
to
also
be
think
honest.
that Taylor should have stayed in his Cadillac if he could have figured it out.
Okay, let's find the drone view here. There. Oh no, that's the other drone view.
Not quite as outside zone.
Where's?
One, the view that's
Oh, there it
That's
is.
everything we need to know. Pretty hard to hide anything from.
Oh, we got cameras malfunctioning. Yeah, Stookie did a better job there. You're right.
See, I told you. I told you.
Yeah, keep
Dang.
going.
It's
Keep
a better
going.
job.
Bump it up.
What? I'll play it.
Yeah, yeah.
The drone, but you can see there that Dean's not real.
But
Dean
I
is
feel like that's
there.
the only spot that Stookie did a better job.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess said it one more time.
Also, did Stookie's not like on the wall right here in third, out of zone 3.
I don't know.
right?
He's not far off.
He's not far, but James was buried in it though. It was just lead to
Yeah.
lead. James
I
had
think I think it's not a bad call though. One more time.
No, I don't think it's a bad call either. I think it's justified.
Yeah, probably just because they're mostly unsure about what happened there.
Yeah.
Right? You always get into these situations where you're just not sure who to blame it on, and it's easier to go one more time to
Yeah.
let the
So
let it play out.
had you guys known, had you been judges, and had you known that, say, like there was a way for the judges, or say Stookie's spotter came up and he was that honest and he said, hey, you know, Stookie spun there and James hit him, and that's the only reason why he didn't spin. You know, would it be judged differently?
James would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James won.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, one more time on them. I think I have that pulled up in a separate thing right here. Yes, I do.
Do we need to watch the one more time?
Doing exactly what
Stookie
Stookie
spins
did.
on this one in the final. Oh, actually, no, this is a different one. I don't know what happens.
I think we're good.
Think you're good on the one more time? I mean, we are at 2 hours and 29
What else
minutes
is there
already.
up there?
Yeah, I'm
we
probably hopping
have-
off.
Oh, we already watched
He's
this
over
one.
it. What is that?
I think we already watched this one.
Duel went with Jonathan Hurst, correct?
Yeah, that was a Hurst battle.
Yeah.
And this was...
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're done.
We are good.
Hot damn, boy.
Hot dangity.
We finished.
So more about the
Yeah,
Cadillac.
y'all
so
tricked me. You tricked me again into doing this.
Yeah, I just tell him every time I get Cash on, I'm like, yeah, come on for like 10 minutes or so, you know, we'll talk and, you know.
So what's the decision, the deciding factor if you're going to build the Cadillac?
Well, I was already building it, so I think I'm going to do it. I have it. It's gonna start going to get with the body stuff done within the next month. The biggest thing is after talking with Matt I need to decide if I'm gonna do front transmission or rear transmission.
Where are you leaning on that?
Well, Matt made some good points about the rear transmission, keeping the weight in the back and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Obviously it's cheaper to keep the transmission up front or put it up front, but if it's going to be a lot better car with the transmission in the back.
Do you already have a 6XD or whatever it's called?
I do not.
So you got to buy a sequential transmission. Can you put a G-Force dog box in the back? Can you put a GSR?
I'm not too sure on that. So
how would you do the shift linkage on that?
Yeah, exactly. So that'll be things that we have to talk about,
And then you got that torque tube. It really kind of comes down to financially, can you afford it the first time? Can you financially afford it to do it the second time? To have a spare torque tube? So do you have the team that can rip that thing apart and slam it back together?
Short of the Cadillac being beneficial because it is a different car and there are already other Corvettes in the series, would it be better just to build a Corvette because there's more parts available as far as like body parts and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, that's the only thing. But then to me, that kind of defeats the purpose of me really doing it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
I want to be different. I want to have something that stands out, something that maybe some companies are willing to be a part of because it's so different. And honestly, as soon as I posted that I was building it, we've had 4 or 5 companies reach out wanting to help out on it. So it's obviously there is something there.
Yeah, you go, boss.
Do you have a suspension plan for it already? What's the plan for that?
It's all Corvette.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. It's all Corvette. I'm gonna run FDF. So
that's what I'm saying.
XLR
what brand?
Oh yeah.
FDF. It is a C6 Corvette. So it's just got a different body.
So they've got a full kit.
Have you researched how much headlights and taillights cost for that car?
They're $3,000 to $4,000 used.
Boy.
So we're running. So we're running. We're just gonna make molds of the covers and run LEDs.
Perfect.
Wait. You know how to do that? Can you make some 370 molds?
The guys at RiseFab are gonna do this.
They're making molds out of plexi, basically, or how do they make them?
Yeah, they're starting to.
Did you say RiseFab?
RiseFab? No, RiseFab.
What's a RiseFab?
It's a shop.
So they do the fabrication stuff on my car, cage and stuff like that. But
that's the guys you've been with for a while, right?
One of the guys that works there though is really good at body stuff, and they have started making carbon fiber molds and stuff. The dude just made a roof or hood and stuff for his Porsche. And so he's doing it all from scratch, and so
you're gonna build like a carbon fiber headlight essentially, and put LEDs in it, or are you gonna build
basically.
Okay.
Well, it's got to be clear, doesn't it, for the rules?
Yeah, it'll have to be clear.
The rules.
So how are you gonna mold the lenses?
Lexan?
How are they doing that?
I don't know how they do it. I just know that we've talked about
industry secrets. I like it.
Tell your boys they want to make me some headlights.
Yeah. Yeah, E46
For sure.
E46 stuff is cheap, so I got it easy right now.
Yeah, super cheap.
Buy a pair of them.
So had I known how expensive 370Z headlights and taillights were, I would have probably built the 350. I'm on the same boat. The reason I went to the 370 was to set myself apart. There was only Forsberg running a 370. I'm like, okay, that's the newest car I can afford. I wanted to build a Camaro.
Mm.
And then
terrible idea.
Yeah, and then Chris Milano had this 370. He's like, hey, I'll sell you this thing cheap. I'm like, all right, this is another good platform that I feel like wouldn't hurt too much. Now, you saying this particular Cadillac, if there's already suspension components for it, and it's a badass looking car, that sounds like a win-win. Mm-hmm. The older Cadillac, I don't think there was much suspension support for it, so that's tougher.
Not at all.
Right? So this seems like a great deal.
Yep.
Build two, bro. We'll be teammates.
More support than the Camaro, even, I want to say. Yeah.
I was joking with Cash last year. I'm like, oh, why'd you go to the... that wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago, I think. Why'd you build the Beamer? We're going to be teammates.
What, with the G35?
Yeah.
Because BMWs are better.
Yeah.
Says the BMW lover. Okay.
I'm just saying. They are.
It obviously works.
Can you show me how many championships they won?
The But Jeff, can you show me how many
in
Nissans were on the podium
throughout the world in all forms
what?
of racing, or just in drifting?
Just in
how
drifting,
many
'cause that's what's
Nissans
important
were on
here.
the podium last round?
The last round, I guess none.
Yeah.
But how many of them have
Oh,
championships? Let's see. 3 Nissans with James Dean. 3 championships with Forsberg. Hello.
How many of those are in the 370?
1.
One. Okay.
I think 2 are in the 350.
Well, we got one too. With
and you
Essa.
have none?
We have Essa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
you forgot
debatable.
about that.
That's the debatable championship.
Debatable champ.
Yeah.
How do you
No,
debate
he
a
earned it. He earned it. He earned it.
100% is.
He earned it. That was close enough to be another Forsberg championship.
Yeah, but how many also like kick-ass drivers did we see? I mean, Kristaps, dude, that E46 was amazing to watch.
Are you saying all the other few 46 drivers suck?
No. What do you mean? Like,
Well, you said how many drivers?
Oh,
I'm sure you were getting out with that comment.
Well, no. Just there's been a lot of really good drivers in 46s, and then it's
Yeah, you got Dylan, Travis Frazier.
No,
well
I like
proven
your
Chad.
decision to switch it up. Seems like obviously the Corvette's badass. I think this will help you career-wise. And yeah, dude, like as soon as I switched to 370, I had multiple sponsors tell me, "Oh, sweet, you're not in an S14. We can actually sponsor you and hook you up."
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure the E46 game is the same thing because you're trying to push a product. If people are already buying the product and it's already out there everywhere, why would they want to sponsor you?
For sure.
So seems like a good move. I don't know. I'm with it.
No, I like it.
You were supposed to be against
I'm
it.
glad you're with it, but everybody else.
I like it because it's a Corvette, because Corvettes are like my second favorite car. I wasn't against it, but like after seeing him perform this well in the 46 this weekend, like there's something there, dude. You can't deny that.
Yeah,
I'm like hopping in a new car.
Was like, bro, you can't build a Cadillac.
Next year in a brand new XLR at Long Beach, like no offense, I don't see you doing that good. You know what I mean? It'd be awesome if you did, and I'd be rooting for you if you did. But it's a brand new car and all that stuff. And I mean, you do have seat time in Corvette, so actually, you might be.
Well,
but
as long as I got my mud drag set up in it, you know.
Yeah, just don't change those shocks, dude.
Well, he also has to be able to afford to do it.
I still can't believe that this guy, he comes up here. Yeah, I didn't change the shock since I went mud dragging, and we're watching him of a battle freaking Odie Bachis up there.
Suspension guru. This guy hasn't changed the thing since mud dragging.
He's battling the guy with his own coilover company, running the top notch, $3,000 coilovers. He's like, I haven't touched them since I went mud dragging. It's no big deal. Jesus Christ, Cash, you are a delight.
Yep.
Yeah.
I say he should set like if he's not a top 10 driver, right? Then he goes to the Cadillac.
Yeah.
If he's in the top 10 at the end, he sticks to the
46.
Yeah, 46. That's kind of what we were talking about. Yeah.
What about building the Cadillac for other stuff? And
you could always build it and then test it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna go ahead and probably start pushing it to try to get it going.
Yeah.
And then again, like if people are like, "Yeah, I'm going to pay you to drive it,"
there you go. Yeah,
and he can actually do a program, and he's not on a budget like he is now. 'Cause that's the next thing.
Yeah, if you could raise a few $100,000, with that Cadillac, then that's the right decision.
Like, look at James Dean. He was able to come back, but in a Mustang.
Yep.
I'm sure he wants to come back in a 14 or 15 or whatever, but the only way to come back was financial decisions.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's getting a good paycheck for driving that thing.
Come back in a freaking GT86, bro.
No. You are a terrible man. You have terrible advice over here.
No. Definitely do not. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, dude. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you again, boss. You're our most popular guest for sure at this point. Only one that's been on twice so far.
Right.
So, yeah, dude. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you, and I apologize that we run so late with you being where you are.
He just likes talking to you.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And he told me his only plan was to convince you to stay in the E46.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean,
you know what?
I let him know that on IG.
Yeah. He said he didn't care to have you on. It's just to convince you.
Yeah.
He needs more E46 people in the world.
Need more brothers.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we need 20 more.
Means when I break, I can buy.
What would you do with the E46 if you do switch to the Cadillac?
I'm gonna keep it and then let my one of my crew guys drive it.
Damn, he's balling on a secret budget,
right?
No, like
okay.
And stuff out of it and put a NA motor and stuff in it.
Running on a borrowed.
I mean, the chassis is totaled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still
this is the same chassis I hit.
The fourth place chassis is totaled.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
dude, it's so bad. The trans tunnel's wrinkled.
It's got 4th place.
Yeah, no, I mean, it works, but I'm just saying, like, if I go to sell it, someone's going to be like, well, it's not optimal to sell it to someone.
Yeah. Yep. It's a watered up piece of paper at this point, but
yeah, throw it away.
You do know how to drive it.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, we'll call it, and we will see you next time, bud.
Later.
Sounds good, guys.
Later, dude. Thanks again. Okay.
Think you should just throw it away?
What's that?
A Z46.
What do you mean throw it away?
Yeah, it's wadded up. It's got wrinkles.
I mean, it did pretty good along
It
these.
did pretty damn good, man.
It did pretty good for a watered up car.
I don't understand people.
Yeah, man. So, shit, man. Episode, 11?
11.
Jesus.
Well, I didn't even see 10 happen. You were just in the back of my trailer.
Yeah.
With all this rubbish.
I got to finish editing episode 10 before I post this one, too.
It's pre-episodes.
Hopefully everything goes well with that
ideally,
one.
we need to start banking these, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to take off to Atlanta, and then who knows what's going to happen.
Yep. I'm going to be doing stuff on the road, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll probably do one while I'm there. If you stay a day extra, then we'll do one in Atlanta.
Yeah. Wait, a day extra?
After Atlanta? Like Sunday, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, we usually leave late Sunday.
Okay. Let's try and do like Sunday at the hotel.
Got to plan all that out.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll have my trailer, so I mean, I'm going to be setting up my shit in my trailer at every single round.
There you go.
I just need you to come by for a little bit and talk to me.
It's tough when you're there, man.
Oh, it is. Trust me. I'm gonna have trouble having time for me to go talk over there for sure.
We lost another camera. Here go, flink.
That one go? Yeah, we're good. That's it. I think we're good.
So if you guys, I'm sure we'll do one more Long Beach discussion. We'll talk about some more things. If you guys got anything you want to see, holler at us. Let us know.
Yep.
Argue with amongst each other
any other
in the comments
that
down
we
below.
Missed there, because like I'm sure you and I haven't watched like every single battle and every single moment.
I tried to. I fell asleep.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Same. So yeah, if there's anything in there that you guys want us to talk about, let us know. We will talk about it, and we will bring that up on the next.
Give our
podcast.
driver's opinion, which isn't necessarily the right opinion.
No.
You can see how much that we don't agree with each other.
Sometimes the right opinion, not usually the best opinion, but it is an opinion.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it just goes either way. Just literally, Matt and Osbo, they're both the wrong call. They're both the right call.
Yeah. Sometimes you disagree with. Yeah, sometimes we disagree on the call. I mean, shit happens. That's why there's 3 judges.
Well, technically 4 this year.
Yeah,
that's a whole.
But 3 at a time.
3 at a time.
3 at a time,
and 2 driver stewards.
How different would you think it would be if there was a panel of like 10? Because that's what I do in like figure skating, right?
The output would be the same.
How many judges do they have in figure skating?
There's like a lot.
A lot, right? It's like 8 to 10 or something.
I think the output would be the same.
Really?
The outcome would be the same.
Huh.
Right? You just have more people.
We should try that with like a hot pit thing, but get people that like haven't seen them yet, and just get 10 randoms and be like, have them judge it. As long as they haven't seen it yet, they can judge it, right? All you need is 10 random people to judge it. 10 random drifters, have them watch through and be like, who won?
So, I mean, it kind of comes down to being when they go and get people to, what do you call it, when they go to the courthouse and you got to get someone to do jury duty.
Okay.
Jury duty.
Okay.
Doesn't the lawyers pick the jury?
Yeah. They do.
So you're kind of got these trick questions.
Both lawyers?
To find out what direction these guys are going to go. Are they going to sway on the guilty side? Or are they going to sway on the innocent side?
How do you guys feel about murder?
Exactly.
What's that?
They both have to agree upon it.
Both lawyers have to agree.
We'll interview the person.
Yeah.
And whatever the other person is.
So both lawyers have to agree upon the jury selection.
That they want that person.
So
Interesting.
again, this is where it goes, and I've been talking about this all year, is if we get a bunch of judges that are lead driver heavy, it'll go one way. And if you get a bunch of judges that are chase driver heavy, the decisions will go another way. So if you have a panel of 10 people and you got to pick those 10, and you could find out if they prefer lead driving versus chase or chase versus lead on who's at fault,
so
then you could really persuade the outcome.
Next round, Atlanta. We find like 10 random fans that are also drifters, that also drive.
You got to find one that's not drunk because Atlanta's wild.
Right? That's going to be the hard part.
Yeah.
Give them a piece of paper and have them write down their decision before the judges make their decision. And then you take those 10 and you sort of, figure out who won and who didn't, and see if that reflects to the same as the Formula Drift judging.
You would think that Formula D would have this on their app or whatever they got, or on the website, where they could have the entire audience decide.
Not only that, like not the entire audience, but just as for like research purposes.
Yeah, exactly, for participation.
Yeah, to see how the audience is viewing the decisions.
I've actually been saying this with the drivers. If there's some way that the drivers could go up and put in their vote before the judges do, and to see, not secretly, maybe
Andy
secretly,
Haitley
maybe
wins
not
every time.
But just which direction would they go? You know, would they go this direction? Would they go that direction? And just find out, is it the same or is it different?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that would be cool.
These judges are, they just lean one way, whether it's right or wrong.
No, it's not. It's not about it being right or wrong. It's like I feel like they're.
Well, it's right or right.
As much as we try, there's always bias towards like this mistake is worse than that mistake, or, either you're biasing a driver slightly subconsciously. Like it's a very difficult thing to sort of digest as far as being a judge.
Freaking judge sport, bro.
It's hard being a judge, man. I don't envy their position at all. It's very difficult,
Someone should see if yellow cars win more often than red cars.
You gonna paint your car yellow?
Hey, if it wins more, maybe.
Orange cars, dude.
Yeah,
you need
orange cars. Do orange cars win more?
They win every round. Yeah.
Every round?
Every round.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I won every single event that I've ever entered in with my E30 and the E46. We just won everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, because
then I'd be mad.
Statistically, red cars get more traffic tickets or something?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean that's just. I mean, I argue that with like people who paint their Formula Drift cars black. It's like that a bright object moving across a dark surface looks faster. It's going to look more impressive. It's going to look
black
better.
Wheels.
Yeah, black wheels the same. It looks better when you're driving a bright car.
Yes,
that's just how it works. Just like on the transition thing where I was saying boxier cars versus rounder cars.
Yep.
A box you can see it rotating. A ball is just. Spinning.
It's just spinning,
yeah. There's no.
So Kyle
Mohan
change. Always said this about his MX-5 that the judges could never see the angle in it. He'd be like, "I'd be full lock, man. They just can't tell."
Yeah.
But it was a very short car.
Yep.
And it was round front and back,
Yep.
so therefore it's almost a round object.
Yeah.
You can't see that thing rotate.
And it looks like it transitions slow because of that.
Yeah.
That's why a car with a big wing always looks like it's swinging on those transitions because it's got this giant thing sticking out that's saying, "Hey, I'm transitioning.
Transitioning.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me."
Actually, I thought about bringing back my wing.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do it for Long Beach. Just
well, you can't, right?
I didn't want to blow it off. You can at everywhere that doesn't have a wall.
So you can at Long Beach.
Technically, you can at Long Beach because the wing I was running was just a
little lip wing or whatever.
Not a lip wing.
Low.
You can't run a wing that's like up and out and has standoffs or whatever you call those things. What do you call those things? Those gigantic flappy things.
Yeah, wing standoffs. Yep.
Yeah. You can't run the big flappy things that pull down banners.
Yep. Oh, that's why they don't want you pulling off the banners.
Yeah. Matt Field in his Pac-Man days. Which were gangster.
Yeah.
Missed those.
They say that white cars get less tickets, but there's also a significant amount more of white cars on the road.
Wait, hold on. You just said white cars get less tickets? Less tickets. But there are significantly more white cars on the road. Well, then that seems
that's
like,
racist,
That
man.
seems like two true statements then.
Well, since there's so many of them.
Uh-huh. Well, if there's so many of them, wouldn't they get more tickets because there's more of them?
I mean, we shouldn't. Yeah. They can't hear him, so it's more.
Well,
like
that's why I was
repeating
it. What he said.
Yeah.
All right, with that, let's leave you guys with that thought.
Yep.
If there are more white cars on the road, but they get less tickets,
do the statistics for us.
I have no idea.
Yes. Well, till next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll try and get one done before Atlanta. Yeah. My engine's gonna be here on Saturday, so shit's gonna hit the fan pretty quick. Yeah.
And he's
hopefully
gonna disappear.
on Saturday. Hopefully on the engine dyno at West Tech on Saturday.
Oh.
So if Eric can sneak us in, then if not,
oh, you're going to the engine dyno.
Yeah, early next week. Yeah.
Sweet. I almost was gonna dyno tonight, and then I was like, you know what? It's raining.
Your car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The second car, my old Z.
Yeah.
We almost left.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Next time.
Later, nerds.
Later, guys.
Welcome to What the Drift Podcast with your hosts, Formula Drift drivers Andy Haitley and Jeff Jones.